What's up, Gregory? Breath of Music. Good to see you, buddy. How are you guys doing in this post-Payra world? Hey, Save. Good to see you. The boots. Where do I get these boots from? And a V8 engine. It's one hell of a motorcycle with a V8 engine, right? Okay. That's good. Oh, shit. This. Nah. 200 not enough. 200 not enough. We're doing something even better. What, Artie? I'll show you. Just give me a second. We're trying to burn down the kitchen, cooking up something different here, so bear with me. There, no, not quite. Something's amiss. Something's not quite right. 23, 16, 24, 78, 30. Nah, that's what's not quite right. Clean. Spear of Purification. So when C-Poly goes and doesn't push her back, the non-attack skill pushes her up, and then she cleanses everything and brings everybody back up that C-Poly pushed back, and bridges my unit back in. That's the theory, right? That is the theory. Now you might say, why don't you just run, fuck, what do you call it? Sweet Miracle. Like, well, Sweet Miracle doesn't stop you from getting pushed back now, does it? I'm not sure this is the way to go, but let's try it, man. What's the point of having a new unit if you don't try it in different ways? This looks freaking awful. Low confidence. Especially with my BBK not being on resistance. Very low confidence here. But if that C-Poly goes first, we could be in real good shape. Well, we take this gift that has been given to us. Think we can kill this Mort? I don't think we can kill this Mort. I think we can try. This Mort surely isn't going to just counter like every Mort on the right side of the screen does, right? It's the right side screen Mort, of course it's going to counter. Okay, non-attack skill from Mort pushes Para up because of Spear of Purification. I get to go first. I get to cleanse all of the BS, bridging all of my units ahead of all of his units. Defense break. Oh, counter. Freaking Morts. We seal the child. Pulling BBK, who pushes up to the front. We do some AoE slammage. Mort counters, because that's what Morts do. But that triggers my Hua Young, who murders. That's too good. It's too good. How can people say this unit isn't great? She's 100% responsible for facilitating that team. Played Mort's counter non-attack skill against him. Spear Purification High ER Para for the win. I'm telling you guys, it's a fun unit. It's a fun unit. You just got to think outside the box. Now, if you want to think inside of the box, there's some absolutely terrifying monstrosities out there. Here you go. Feast your eyes on this. What do you think, guys? Is that okay? I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's okay at all. I want all of you out there trying to do RTA right now to know X-Jello is currently Master's rank in RTA, so have fun fighting this. Oh, man. Valky said every single time X-Jello matches into somebody with this unit, that's one less person playing RTA ever. That just immediately uninstalls the game. Yeah, that's crazy. That's like over a 330 Para, I think. Like a regular ice Para, like 330 regular ice Para. Okay, I gotta fix a couple of units that we stripped to make this this Para happen. So you guys tell me, should you pull her? John, you should absolutely not pull her. Let me tell you why. Because we don't know how she works yet. We got X-Jello out here running her like this. We got Valky running her at 308 speed. We got people like KJ and AB running people over with their builds. I'm over here having a blast with her in PvE, and I think she is going to be my answer to any time somebody slams C poly. I'm going to put her on 3 and shit all over that C poly. I think she's definitely got places and uses, but two things about her. One, she's a thinking man's unit. She's not just a throw good gear on her and mash buttons and win. She's not an I win button, right? She's not Mort. She's not Landy. She's not Luna. She's not a brain dead unit that you just build up and run things over, right? You've got to actually build her with intent, right? This is built with intent. I built her specifically because I want to use her a certain way. And so far it's working. Jello built her because he wants to run her a certain way. I think you see what that certain way is. He has vulnerabilities, right? He's vulnerable with this build to running her into things like, an entire team with immunity. An entire team with... Or a team that's got anti-units like Celine, where he can only S1, and that's only a 10% push, and then he doesn't catch up. But other teams, he's going to absolutely dominate those units. Me, I'm running her in a way that lets me defeat units that have non-attack skills. I can't take this unit into a fight where all of my enemy has like attack skills. I need a non-attack skill to activate Spear Purification. Like this team right here, what am I going to do to this team? Hope I hurt somebody enough that Ruel S3s. It's actually kind of what I exactly would do. But, you know, I need a non-attack skill to make her work. So I have to run her with intent and into specific places. So that's the first reason to maybe don't pull her, is she's a very technical unit and you want to make sure that you know where and how you want to use her, and if that's going to work and improve your gameplay experience. The second reason you don't want to pull her is we don't know what her best build is yet. We don't know if her best build is going to be slow and tanky, if it's going to be slow on Sweet Miracle, if it's going to be slow with ER, if it's going to be giga fast, if it's going to be kind of a middling speed. We don't know if she's the opener or if she's the bridge for another opener, or if she is like I'm running her, a repair unit, an anti-aggro unit. We don't really know yet. She's been out 23 and a half hours. And that's it. 23 and a half hours to play test her. Hell, when she first came out, half of the damn streamers were saying she's a garbage can unit, literally unplayable, but worst, terrible unit. And now people like KJ and AB are just bulldozing people. And people are starting to explore different techs, and they're going, you know what? We're seeing ways forward. We're seeing ways she can be used. But does that mean that she's being used that well because people are using super unique techs and she's just a niche unit? Does it mean she is, that KJ and AB are running people over because, well, they're KJ and AB, some of the biggest brains in RTA with some of the best gear out there?
Just
or is it because she's usable?
See our potential to cheese PV from zero to hero with fire, Shuri, and sea. She will show you who fastest.
Yeah, Space, you'll see. I like it. I like the hustle. Thinking of new ways to use her. But what does this mean? Why does this mean you shouldn't pull her? Well, this means we don't know. We don't know, is she God tier or is she just being geared by God tier players? Is she actually playable at all levels or only at the highest levels? Her banner is here for 3 whole ass weeks. She's going to be around for a while. You're going to have plenty of time to find out whether or not she's a must-have or if she's just a fun niche unit. So wait. Just wait. You wait 2 weeks, you can even see who's on the next rotation. You wait until tomorrow and you can see what's on the balance patch. We already know what's on the balance patch a little bit, right? We know that Operator Sigrid's on there, right? We know that Fallen Cecilia's on there, right? Huh. Those are dark units. Who do dark units synergize really, really, really well with, right? See where I'm coming from here? Give it some time. Let the cooks cook. Figure out what is what with this unit. Let's make sure the bounce patch doesn't play into her. Smilegate loves doing this. Smilegate loves dropping a unit and then dropping units that can play into it. Remember the Pirate Flan buffs that people said, like, why does Flan need a defense break on her S1? This is terrible. Give her extra turn back. Defense break on her S1's useless. Boy, do those people feel dumb now that a few weeks later, Afternoon Soak Flan came out. Can you imagine Afternoon Soak Flan and Pirate Flan with Pirate Flan defense breaking off that S1? Holy shit, guys. Can you imagine? You think Smilegate did that accidentally? You think that synergy wasn't planned? Who knows how this unit's going to interact with the new limited unit? Who knows how she's going to interact with the balance patch, or if she does at all? So give it some time. Buyer beware. Take your time, make an informed decision. Do not get caught up in the hype of streamers doing crazy fun things.
Remember to not burning the kitchen like Blood Moon haste. Still fair unit to this days, but Death Dealer Ray was disaster level.
Now, if you just want this unit to stare at, to look in the lobby and go, where the hell did she pull that motorcycle out of? Right? If that's what you want, then you do you. Waifu trumps meta every time, right? If you're playing for top 100, if you're going to be going for the World Cup, then everything is a must pull. Literally everything. You need every tool in the toolbox. If you're just going for Emperor or High Champs or something, you just need a good team of heroes and some practice, experience, and knowledge and training. And you can get your job done, right? You can play this game with just 3-star units. You can play this game however you want to play it. You don't have to have anything. There's no must pull in Epic 7. That's one of the nice things about it. Every single aspect of this game has alternates. Even like the most technical high-end shit, like certain floors of Abyss. There are dozens of guides on how to... Somebody says, how do I do it without XYZ unit? There is always an answer. And that's true with every aspect of this game. So there's no such thing as a must pull unless the unit just resonates with you and you get excited about it. Peyra sure as hell resonated with me, and I'm enjoying the hell out of playing her. She's making the game fun for me, which is something I haven't had in a while. So for me, she was a must pull. For you, though, wait and see. See how other people are using her. See how other people are building her. Say, holy crap, I can do that. I have the gear to do what that guy is doing, and it looks like a lot of fun. Well, maybe now it's time for you to pull that unit. Or maybe you go, dude, the next rotation has got Zeo on it, and I've wanted that unit forever. I'm so glad I didn't spend my pity on this unit who looks kind of fun, but I need Zeo to get my stuff done, because that's the most important. Everything I have is built around having Zeo, and I don't have Zeo. Well, now you know what to do, because you waited and looked. $50 pack worth it? $50 pack worth it. We're talking about this pack right here, right? You can actually buy this thing 3 times, right? So let's add it up. Let's add it up.
Why Pyrrha blue seam red sausage?
What? Why blue Peyra seem red? Oh, because on the redhead team? I just put her there because I was like, I just had to see it, right? I had to check, like, where is she getting this motorcycle out of? and the more important question is, where'd she put that motorcycle? Don't worry, I'll restore the redhead team shortly. Let me see. Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got a $50 pack, so 50. We're gonna round up. I know there's discounts and money is different around the world, but you know, you can get this for like $30 if you take a trip to Turkey. You do you. We're just gonna call it 50 for easy math. In this, we get 25 Leafs, we get 6 Mola, we get 25 Galaxy bookmarks, we get 500 Mystic Metals, and we get 4 ML 3 to 5 summon. Right? For $50. Now let's break this down. According to Mystic Packs, we get for $50 we get 600 and 600, right? So for $50 we get 600 Mystic Metals and 600 Sky Stones. So how much are 600 Sky Stones worth? 600 Sky Stones are worth 2 of these, so $20. 600 Sky Stones are worth $20. So if this is worth $20, then this is worth $30, right? So 600 divided by 30 is about $20, whoops. 600 divided by 30. Sorry, backwards. 30 divided by 600. So it's about 5 cents per Mystic Metal. Times 2, or times 500. Okay, so if 600 is worth $30, then 500 is worth $25. So we've got half of the value of our pack in the Mystic Metals. So the question is the rest of this stuff worth $25? So let's take a look. 25 Leafs. Leaf pack. Yes, go away. 22 Leafs and 450 Sky Stones for $30. So we got $30 is 22 Leaf and 450 Sky Stones. They obfuscate this heavily, guys. They don't want you to be able to break this down easily. That's why it's tough. So 450 Sky Stones. So 155, 1, 2, 3. So basically 3 of these. So $15. right? So this is worth $15 of this $30. So 22 leafs is roughly $15. I could divide through and figure it out, but let's just for easy math say that let's just for easy math say that 25 leafs is worth $15, right? Roughly. It's actually worth we're like 26 bucks, but it's close enough, right? So we're up to $40 of our $50 pack. So is this worth 10 bucks? 6 mole agora, how much is 6 mole agora worth? Packs. Mole agora pack. 5 mole agora. Friendship summons make this really fucking hard to calculate. And 500 sky stones. Actually, let's do this one because it's easier to divide. It's 12 mole. No, never mind. It's gold. 505, and we'll just ignore these, right? 505. 500 sky stones is worth. 500 sky stones is worth 3, 4, roughly both of these, right? Roughly 15 bucks. So 500 sky stones is worth $15. And this is 30, so 5 mole agora is roughly $15. So 15 bucks here. We're now at 20, 30, 40. There's your 50 bucks. All that's left is 25 galaxy bookmarks and four summons. So is this pack worth it? This pack is the... It took us a while to break down, right? But this pack is basically the same value as every other standard normal pack. The only thing that's special about it is you're going to get 5 galaxy summons and 4 3 to 5 star targeted summons. That's it. So basically 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All you're going to get is, for the $50, is 9 ML summons. And that's it. 9 Herados, or, 3 ML5s. Press your luck, right? How do you feel about Galaxy summons? I feel like these are the biggest bait summons in the world, if you ask me. But that's its value. It is the same value as buying any other packs in the game, but you get these 2 items right here. The Galaxy Bookmarks and the Elemental Summons. These 9 summons. You get these on top of the 50 bucks. It's not that much of an improvement. As far as value for packs go, with 5 being the baseline for just what Smilegate sells things for, this is a 5.5. It's not a bad value, but it's not really added value to just buying shit normally. Isn't that a pain in the ass? Doesn't it suck how gacha games obfuscate the value of stuff? But that's kind of what you have to do if you really want to break it down and see how valuable a pack is and compare it to just the baseline stuff. And I'll tell you what, the value of this goes to shit if you consider what you get with double Sky Stones. All right? If you haven't used your double Sky Stones yet, it is significantly better to just buy the Sky Stones and some normal stuff. But you can only do the double purchase once per year, so it's not really fair to compare it against double Sky Stone value. So yeah, do I recommend this pack? I mean, if you're trying to pull Para and you like a little Gambit in your life, you do you. But I don't see a lot of value of this over any other pack. The 90, yeah, dude. If you're going to spend $100 in this game, 7,600 Sky Stones is crazy. 7,600 Sky Stones is almost 200 Galaxy Bookmarks and 1,000 regular. Sorry. 7,600 Sky Stones. That should be about 1,800 Mystic Metals and about 1,000 regular Covenant Bookmarks. And it's going to eat up like 30 million gold refreshing the shop. and probably break your mouse and give you carpal tunnel. But that's a lot of stuff. That's pretty insane value, just converting raw sky stones and gold into summonable assets. Look at my bookmarks. That's because I rolled 10,000 sky stones away to get the mystics I needed to pull for Payra. Just that many sky stones landed for free, and that was from 10,000. I think I went from 400. Yeah, I went up like 1,000 sky stones. So yeah, I think the double sky stones is one of the better things you could spend $100 on if you were going to drop $100 on this game, because you can use sky stones anything. Now, yeah, I mean, to be fair, Cookie's right. Cookie's right. It does say special. Now, if you do the same kind of math and calculate the value of a Burning Passion pack, didn't we figure out what leafs were? Leafs were, leafs were 22 for $15. So 15 divided by 22 times 3. This is $2 worth of leafs for $1. This is $7 worth of leafs for $3. That's value. That's more than double your value of what you would get buying these anywhere else in-game assets per dollar. And that's why Burning Passion packs are like a 9 out of 10 on the value meter as to, is this a good purchase? Comparatively, this is huge. But you really do have to whip out a spreadsheet and start working the math and to figure out, is this special pack really special, or is it just, this exact same value for the hard assets, and we tossed in a couple little Gamba packs to make it look like it's better. Smilegate really overvalues Galaxy packs. I'm sure Galaxy bookmarks. I'm sure they looked at these Galaxy bookmarks and thought, holy shit, that's insane value. That's at least $10, $20 worth of value right there. And nobody cares about the 5 E-Knots that they pulled, right? So yeah, I'm not a fan of Galaxy or 3 to 5 star summons. I think they, God, what is the rates? What is the rates on just raw Galaxy summons? 2.5% chance times 5, man. It's like a 1 in 10 shot you're going to get anything good from this. And 3 to 5 stars, another 5%, you get 4 of those. It's another 20, or not really 20%, right? That's not how statistics work, but it's 5% shots at getting a 5-star ML. Now, if you're chasing a specific ML4, sure, but remember it's random. You may not get the Auden or Shuri that you're looking for. It's entirely possible that you're just gonna get Benevolent Roman for the 20,000th time. So yeah, it's also 3 to 5 star. It's infinitely more likely that you're going to get, well, here we go, 3 to 5 star summon. Woohoo! I got Mooey! I'm so glad I spent $50 on that pack and got a 3-star. Be careful with your money in this game, guys. In any gacha game. Blue Elson. Yeah. 3 Elsons, a Gerardo, and you're really, really glad you spent $50. The pack seems bad and could be predatory to some people. All gacha packs are predatory. Gacha games by nature are predatory. If you buy this and you get nothing from these, you're still kind of breaking even. The value of this is kind of even, but also remember that these, how many, if you guys that were here with me this morning last time for Hera, how many 500 Mystic Metals did I drop where I just got 10 blues? There's several of them in there, all right? We had 5,000 Mystic Metals when we started chasing Payra. It wasn't until that second to the last shot that we got her. Everything else was garbage. No other 5 stars. So what you're staring down the barrel of is dropping $50 on nothing, and then 25 Leafs and 6 Molagoras. So you basically got... Hey, Valky! My man, I thought you were going to be going crazy with Payer the rest of the night. Welcome, welcome. So you could, in case you guys have been living under a rock and aren't already following this man, make sure you're following Valky. I started following Valky and women found me more attractive. They wanted to be with me and men wanted to be me, all because I followed Valky. He is responsible for all of my skill in RTA, which isn't that much, but if he can get me to be able to do RTA, reliably get into champions without asking for help, he can do that for anybody. So make sure you're following this man. Hey, an anonymous gifter gave that man a sub. Hell yeah.
I was gonna ask for a friend if you knew how to raid on YouTube, and then I accidentally Oops.
Whoops. We were just talking about the super special pack. We broke this down, Valky, and
Yeah.
the Leafs plus the Mola plus the Mystics are exactly $50. So the only thing that makes this special is you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chances at 3-star ML units. It's literally the only difference. Like dollar per dollar, we broke down the exact Smilegate equivalent through other packs of what this stuff's valued at. And here's the best part, guys. That Molagora is worth $15, and those Leafs are worth $15. So if these Mystic Metals peter out on you, you just drop $50 on $30 worth of assets. So just be aware of that. This pack is a 5.5 out of 10 tops.
I don't know if it just defaulted to an anonymous gifter.
Yeah.
You know, or that's actually somebody's username. I feel like I'm on Reddit right now. Thank you for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. Howdy, homies. It's Tony, here to tell you about Lone Wolf Para. We out here today fixing bikes and kicking ass, and I'm all out of bikes to fix.
Oh, shit, Valky. Let me show you what I've been doing with her with this build. I upgraded the build a little bit from the one I showed you earlier. So, oh god damn it, there's no freaking C-Polys. She's so much fun into C-Poly. C-Poly can't push her back, and because it's a non-attack skill, Spear for Purification pushes her up, and then she does her double stuff and bridges all the stuff that got shoved back. She just brings it right back up and restores tempo to the fight. All of the anti-aggro stuff, it seems like she's anti that anti-aggro stuff with this build. I mean, I can't do the crap you and X-Jello are doing with her, but opens up a lot of doors.
I don't know, I think you're faster than me. You know, I pretend every single player is the same speed. I think this is the right way to play, right? If you're not playing for Legend and you're not gunning for like 9 trillion% win rate, you just pretend every single unit is base speed. And you just play as if all units have the same, like no units have any gear and everything is base speed, and you just go.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am that I didn't seal that Albedo. Surely it's a 250 ER Albedo, right? Holy shit. That Albedo put some freaking hurt on my poor ADS.
Jesus Christ. It's okay, right? Because we cleanse here?
Yeah, even if I was slow, the non-attack of this would push me up, but...
Yeah, so basically what you described to me earlier, right? The way you play her, that's the exact same way I play Frida, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're like, okay, you just let them do whatever, and then you cleanse, and then let your team run it back up, right? Yeah, that's how I play Frida.
Is Para Giga broken?
I don't think she's as broken as we thought, but like, you're definitely not looking at this character and you're saying like she's ass.
by ADS. You did a good job. I think it's really just way too early to decide, right? I can't kill that child yet, and I don't want her to do her things. I don't want her to bully me yet. She has been out for 23 hours and 45 minutes. Give some people time to cook on this, right? Where'd my mouse go? I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with this unit. I don't know why I burned that.
I think the main thing is that she just CR pushes by existing. So it lets you play a lot of units that are otherwise like not very good, or they need very specific ways to be enabled. Like, for example, I think the craziest thing you could do with her is like you can always get Requiem roll on her turn.
Yeah. I mean, this is 10 fights in a row playing just this unit. Oh, here we go, here we go. So, yeah, like something like this, right? This is perfect. So C-Poly goes first. Watch it be like a 280 effectiveness C-Poly. All my tempo gets pushed back.
Corsetti plus Poly plus 2. You just
I
take
just did
4
it.
units and beat the plus 2.
I just did it, yeah. It was like literally last fight. And now my tempo's back. And who do we want to seal here? I think we seal... Oh, wait, this isn't her. This is... Hit you. We'll seal the child. Not too hard. Not too hard. That's fine. This just dies horribly because my Hua Young's a work of art. Oh, Hua, you let me down. It's okay, she's still dead. This guy never got to take a turn. So good. Oh, okay, he got to take a turn. Hua Young, you're on. I wonder who she's going to use her extra attack into. Oh, didn't do enough damage to get her extra attack. What kind of a Mort can't do... Oh, you know what? He missed. When he stepped on BBK, he missed. That's why he didn't do enough damage. I don't know, Valky.
20 speed and 20 evasion is really, really... It's underrated and overrated simultaneously at the same time. Like, I can't... Like, that's the most simultaneously under and overrated thing in the game.
Yeah, I'm just having so much fun with this unit. Now, I haven't taken her into RTA yet. That's your world. I just dabble there. But in Arena, and therefore I suspect in Guild Wars 2. May as well put a defense break on the one unit we can put a defense break on. And this will seal her, whatever that does. Kick, 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 kick. Ooh, how's my Hua built? I have mine at 190, 350, 4300. I think mine's the same as yours, but 300 more attack. But other than that, exactly the same.
I have big news, Tristen.
Yep.
I'm Rift level 21. What am I doing?
Hey, you're off the freaking leash, man. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Leash.
You can do whatever you want. Any speed you want. Any you can do any speed you want. You can do any artifact you want. You can do any gearing you want. I'm running a freaking injury set. Injury set.
I think I'm gonna like make an effort to do this like maybe next week. But yeah, holy. I'm unleashed.
Uh-oh. Crowd's gonna big D my team here.
I think I'm still gonna run destruction for the gear score though. I think gear score on this character could just go so far.
Yep. This might be just way too much bulk for what I brought into this. Gotta get rid of this as soon as possible. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh my god, it's like chopping down a tree. Who thought this unit was okay, man? Who at Smilegate okayed that unit?
I mean, I think as far as okay goes, I think she's okay. I don't think she's
I'm
like
talking
so
about
good
it. I'm talking about Ilyanov. Who okayed that unit?
Oh, that one? Oh, you know, the same person who came up with Navy Captain Landy. Probably the same guy who cooked up Laya, you know what I mean? It's that guy. We got him.
Pow, pow. I think that Krau's getting ready to ride his bike all over me again. Push up. I don't know if I can take another bike from that Crow. Oh, he's one turn away. We're fine. We're fine. We got a S1 or we'll piss off Crow.
All right. I know you're getting Sue and you're getting Deity in a bit, Tristen. I'm just here to play Payra Patrol.
That's fine, that's fine.
I'm here to play Payra Patrol for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go have dinner with my family.
Oh man, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's my business here today. I'm here to be a Payra merchant. Just like when ML Lua came out, I'm here to sell you ML Payra. Hell yeah. I had to convince Sue that knights were the strongest class. What do you mean you had to convince him? He plays only knights.
It's like his entire
The fuck do you
gimmick.
mean, Solidus? What do you mean by that? This man only plays knights.
Man, that was like chopping down a freaking whole forest full of redwoods, but holy shit, man. There's no way I stayed ahead of that damage without all that CR pushing. 12 wins with Payra. We take it. So it's a very unique and unusual build I'm using, right? This is definitely atypical. For those of you just getting here, Valky showed this anathema on his stream, and have fun with this.
That's a creature. I'll tell you what.
God, and the freaking health and defense still on top of all of that, man.
Oh yeah. You seen the Jello build. Also, what's up,
Yeah.
Russell? How you holding up, Big A?
Russell, did you get your Payra, Russell? You made this for fun? What you got here?
Arusa started out as the luckiest member of the E7CM team. He's still the luckiest member of the E7CM team.
Yeah, he did. I got lucky again. Do I have any guides on how to Abyss? You can basically type TristenWulf Abyss and whatever floor you're looking for, and I probably have a guide for it. And if you can't do that stuff, type I'm_Sue, TSU, Abyss, and whatever floor you're looking for, and he'll have a way to do it with like free-to-play units running dog shit gear, and he's still able to do it. So yeah, Abyss is pretty damn solved until Smilegate dials out some new Abyss for us.
No, Tristen, come on. Haven't you heard that one guy? These content creators are ass.
That's true.
Like, that's why I'm Heartstuck Silver. These content creators, we've been getting their ass. I think they finally caught us on that one, Tristen.
They did. Caught,
guys. Giga caught. Yeah, that's why we're on the top of every leaderboard, and these guys are Heartstuck Silver. True.
Oh shit, I need to do the stuff that we gotta do before maintenance starts. I do think that Smilegate's going to have to sooner rather than later address the issue with PvE though. Because we're running into a situation now, Valky, where oh god damn it. How much time do I have? 3 minutes? Okay. We're running into a situation now where there's a pretty big gap before you start doing PvP, right? I mean, most people are going to have to play like aggressively for like 5 to 6 months before they have the units, the gear, and the know-how to even set foot into most PvP settings. And I'd say
agree with that.
You don't think?
I think if you want to do arena, you can get to champion rank in 2 weeks.
Okay, but let's talk
I did that on a completely new account, right?
Yeah, but you're coming in with a lot of knowledge, right?
Yeah, that's fair. But I think if you are like one of those guys who could just sit down with like one good progression video, like you'd probably be able to easily do that in, I would say, less than a month, right? Your guild is like, okay, I think Guild War is kind of hard. You need to be kind of lucky with units because Guild War kind of requires like a bunch of specific OP units. Like Harsetti was her a while ago. Now it's what? Now it's ML Hwayoung, right? With Dragon Brysenia. Like that's gonna be a bit harder. But if you join a good guild, like your guild can still cover for you. But as far as RTA goes, I think you could, if you're just trying to push for like masters or you're just trying to play, you can probably do it in like a month to a month and a half. But if you want to do it comfortably and feel like you're not being gapped at any rank you play to up until like champion rank, I'd probably say like 6 months. That's probably the big one, right? But I feel like most people who play the game, period, don't really go as deep into RTA as like some people might think.
I guess what I'm getting at though is, you know, when you start this game, you start it for the PvE. Most people download it because they see, you know, pretty waifu in the app store, looks pretty good, it's highly rated, they download it, they play it, and they aren't even looking at RTA. They're probably barely looking at Arena. They're playing the story. They're, you know, they get to a point where they go, I really like this, I need to start researching some guides. They Google tier list Epic 7, it's the first thing almost everybody does, and they start getting into the PvE side. The gap from the point in time where you're kind of done with the PvE to the point where you're trying to start to set foot into the higher end PvP, I don't know, it feels like that gap's getting wider and wider with units coming out that just solo PvE. Like, what was the last unit that didn't solo Banshee 13? Used to be have Biken or get fucked. Now it's like have any one of a number of these new units and just press auto.
Yeah, like the gap is closing, right? Like PvE is pretty solved. Like you get a Fene, like half of PvE is solved. You can solo half of PvE. That bitch is not normal.
Right. Hey, Tsuchikage, thank you for the raid, buddy. Welcome to. Welcome,
yeah.
Raiders.
I think if you want to get into RTA, I'm gonna be honest. One of my girlfriend's friends got into the game. Mm-hmm. And homie wasn't even there for like Epic Dash, right?
What a Chad. One of my girlfriends.
One of her friends.
Oh. You said one of your girlfriends. I heard one of your girlfriends.
Nah, bro. I can't, man. Dude. You know, yeah, how
What a-
much
what a
work
player.
time and effort it is to have one girlfriend? Like, you'd be crazy if you think you can hold down multiple, man. That shit is not normally, okay? Like, nah, bro. Like, one of her
Preach.
friends got into the game after Epic Dash.
Night, Arusa.
Bro, like the moment season popped, he just ran it down with whatever fucking unit he has, like his 240 Knockwool or whatever. He just lands in gold. Like, the game's not that hard. But if you want to be super high rank, you want to play for Legend, I do think the game is quite challenging.
So how stupid is Peyra? 50 pulls, no Wulf Mommy. You do not pull this unit. Don't pull this unit. Wait at least like a week. Let the chefs cook. Let us figure out where she plays. Is she niche? Is she really good? Do you have the gear to play her? Is the way she's being used a way you would want to use her? Are the comps that the masters are using her in comps that you look at and go, holy shit, I've got those units. I've got that gear. I want to do that. Well, then pull her. But wait and see. She is 24 hours old to the minute.
Hey, yo.
Get some time for us to figure it. Dude. No. Give it some time. Maybe wait 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, you'll be able to see what the next rotation is. Make sure there's no OP ML5s on there that you can't live without. You know, maybe the next ML5 rotation is Harsetti, Luna, DDR. I mean, it won't be, but maybe it is. Who knows? And you want those units more. Maybe tomorrow we get a balance patch announcement. And it's got Operator Sigrid and Fallen Cecilia, who happen to be dark units, and they've got amazing synergy with her that suddenly makes her even more valuable. We don't really know that much yet because it's been 24 hours. Anybody that tells you this unit is garbage, anybody that tells you this unit is the most broken thing ever, they're going off of 24 hours of testing. That's barely enough time to try more than 2 sets on her. Give it some time.
And I want to even extend this, right? Like, a lot of people are saying, like, dude, someone said KJ can't even make this unit work today. Right? I'm not gonna oust them. They're from my guild, so one of my boys, right?
Hey,
and
usually I need to get a
people from
drink.
my guild have good ass data, right? I'm like, KJ's not making it work. That doesn't sound fucking right. Crawled through 9 hours of KJ's VODs.
Yep.
KJ has a 70% fucking win rate on this unit.
Yeah,
How is that not making it work? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what planet are we fucking living on?
I watched KJ Valky last night for like about an hour to an hour and a half before I went to sleep. Dude picked Peyra every game. He didn't drop a single game.
There was a stretch where he won like 9 games with Peyra. First pick every single time. I'm being a bit more reserved. I'm playing her on 3rd. And I don't think I've lost with her. I think I've lost like 1 out of 6 games with her that I got her on 3rd pick Ban Protect with. Like, the earlier you could pick one of these units, the more it shows about how fucking unstoppable they are, right? And KJ plays her to a 70-ish% win rate. Like, that's pretty fucking impressive.
I'm sticking to my guns. I think this unit is nutso broken and is going to be a huge deal, but we don't know. And I'm no frame, no opinion here, so that's why I'm giving the advice of let's see how she tests out. Her banner is up for 20 more days. You got 20 more days to look, research, see what's coming next and decide. It's really easy to get caught up in the hype. It's really easy to watch Valky go out there and just slaughter and murder people and be like, dude, I want to be part of that party too. And pull a unit before you're ready for the unit. So just give it a little time, guys. Just relax. Some units come out and it's obvious. It's obvious these units are going to have no chill, right? Landy, we all knew what Landy was about when she was released. We all knew what Luna was going to be like. But
yeah.
More often than not.
You want to intro us into the podcast? I'll hang around. I'll give my thoughts, and then I'll peace out so you guys can yap about everything else on the patch.
Yeah. Before we start, guys, you guys want your cameras on, or you just want to be disembodied voices? And I'll put your names on the screen.
We use Lone Wolf Peyra for PvP.
I'm only here for a bit, so I'm chilling
Lone
today.
Wolf Peyra
Cool.
for PvP.
I'll turn my camera on.
And
Give
what
me a
if
second.
she is the new PV God cooking CR push with new content?
There you go. I made a background for you. I'm sticking to my guns also, Tristen.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm now the Doom poster. I'm the Doomsayer.
I can tell you what, I've had more fun with this unit than I've had in Epic 7 in a while, and that's refreshing. She's so unique. Her kit's very diverse, and I'm happy to look for like crazy new and unusual ways. Holy shit, I ran her with Lua. I've never seen Lua take so damn many S3s in my life.
I played her with Gala Lilius, and Gala Lilius just got an extra turn. Keck W.
Oh man, yet another unit that Flan is stupid with too, right? Flan and BBK.
Which one? Which one? Pirate Captain seems really good with her.
You know, I've been wanting to try that, and I haven't used it yet.
Oh, it's super good. I don't know how
Anything
good it is
that
the
makes...
higher you get on ladder, but it's fun. It's a fun comp.
Anything that makes Pirate Flan good, I am about. Okay, Valky, I appreciate you sliding in, man. Go feed your family. If there's anything you want to say, any final thoughts, anything you want to plug, go for it. You got the floor.
Yeah. I think you actually bring up a really good point. We're getting buff notes in about 5 hours. 6 hours, actually. 6 hours.
I think it's 7. I think it's 7.
Oh, you think it's just dropping on reset?
Yeah, usually that's when it does it not? Patch usually drops.
That's holiday though, so it might be delayed.
Might be. I mean, officially nothing's been announced, right? It's always 8 weeks, but it is a holiday, so who knows? We might wake up in the morning and there's nothing. Might be delayed a whole last week. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, I would say if it doesn't show up by like 4 a.m. PST, 7 a.m. EST, like it's not happening.
I mean, the focus bar over OpSig makes it pretty freaking clear that something is coming very, very soon, but we don't really know.
And
I mean, also
banner.
they had a Twitter post, right, where it was like teasing stuff like OpSig and FCC reworks.
And
So.
wasn't Brigida on there too, Sue?
Brigida's getting reworked this patch, I almost guarantee it, with her banner coming.
Holy shit. If they give her an AoE block, mother of God.
I know. That's what they're doing.
Oh, dude, don't even joke with me about that. That's the last thing I want.
What the fuck is she? Is she a mage?
She's a Soul Weaver.
I looked at Soul Weavers. Why didn't I see her?
No, she's a Soul Weaver. Yeah, blue Soul Weaver.
Oh,
she's blue, dude.
She's got red hair. Of course, we make her blue. Look, it's a blue unit. This game and its color palette, holy shit! But if they make this skill AOE, mother of God.
Yeah, I think if they do that, I start to question, like, we always joke, do you play test your game? That's one of those ones where I was like, man, this is not a fun mechanic. I think this has to stay single target. I don't think it makes for very fun or interesting gameplay decisions when it's AoE. Right? Loss of control is like, in moderation, can be good if it adds a strategic element to a game, but I think loss of control where it's like there's no counterplay, you just take it, is like an awful feeling.
You guys keep talking. I'm getting your cameras together so people can see. People can see your beautiful faces.
You want to hear my deity? You want to hear my ML Payer story?
Do tell.
Okay, do tell.
So I summoned on her last night. I woke up a good old 2 a.m. I think for start my day. Did my summons. I didn't get her. So I was like, well, no content today. That sucks. So I went to the casino at 4 a.m. I won $1,000, so I think I'm going to buy her.
Oh, no, you didn't.
That was my day. I was at the casino 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. It was a 5-hour bender.
Oh, no.
Yeah, wow. But hey, I won. I expected to go there and just lose, but I just wanted to kill some my day because in E7, when you don't get the new unit, what do? I don't stream because I don't have the character. So that's what it's like. All right, I'm just going to kill my day, and I did, but now I can get payer, I guess, maybe.
That's rough. Yeah, I've said that before. Like, characters to me aren't really content because, like, if you don't get the character, where's the content, right? Like, go ahead.
Oh,
I've never won more than $200 at casino. You son of a bitch.
I didn't win 6K yesterday or last week. I won 600, and that's what I took. Well, I didn't take all of it back. I took 300 back, and I won 1280. So we're up almost $2,000 for the year.
Oh man,
don't do casino, guys.
I would say, I would quit while you're ahead. Like, I don't usually gamble.
I'm going back tomorrow.
No, don't do that.
I have a golf expo with a friend, so we're stopped by there. We have free play, so I'm gonna play $20. I'm not bringing any cash.
All right, I would say that's the way to do it. I remember one year for for Christmas, we went to a restaurant. And it was inside of a casino. And my boss was like, as a Christmas bonus, gave everybody $50 in chips. I literally walked right over to roulette, put all 50 on black, hit the exact number. The payout was like
10x.
Yeah, it was
or
like
more,
10x.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like $600, $700 or something. I literally went, took the chips, cashed it out, right in cash, walked over to the bar and bought myself a double shot of whiskey. My boss was like, "You gotta keep playing, you're hot." And I'm like, "That's a PlayStation, my guy."
Yeah.
I'm good. Thanks. Merry Christmas.
That's self-control. That's impressive.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
away from.
sorry. No, please.
I was gonna say away from that. We're saying that like characters aren't technically content, but the bad thing is in E7 they are. If that's the only thing, that's all we got. So
That's about what we got.
Yeah, so it sucks that you have to look at it that way. I'd prefer content. I'd love new PvE content. I'd love new anything, but I don't know, as a content creator, when you don't get the new character, you don't want to spend $500 to get the character. It's a bad day to be a content creator for this game.
Oh yeah, no.
Me and Sue were so happy when she left. Like, we can do things. we can do things.
Yeah, my reaction when I pulled her last night was pretty over the top. I went back and actually watched it after Tristen was like, "Man, you like lost it."
I've seen people do lines of cocaine who weren't as stoned as Sue was on dopamine after pulling this character.
Yeah, I invoked our Lord and Savior in the chat, Redos. I invoked his name, which is like the joke. You always pray to Redos to get the character, and it usually doesn't work. And I invoked his name, and it worked. And the pop off, man. I like screamed into the mic at the top of my lungs.
Yep. So a lot of people in chat are dropping, "Is she good?" Some people are saying, well, she's good, but she's not OP. Other people are wanting to know, should they pull her? How good is she? Yeet's saying. So, you heard my rant. I gave everybody my advice of don't pull yet, wait and see, but I think she's nutty. I think she's insane. But, what's your feeling on Deity? I know how Sue feels about her, and we'll let him get his piece in, but especially from you were like one of the best people to come to for what's good for a brand new player, what's good for an early to mid game player. Where do you feel she falls into that for newer players as well as veterans?
I feel like any opener for a new player below challenger, they're all about the same quality. I know that's weird to say, but C Lilius, ML Lua, any character that you utilize as an opener has the same value on a new account. So I feel like any opener will always have value for a new player, because as a new player, all the free characters you get, there's nothing that you're going to grab generally that's going to be an opener character for you. So most people won't have one when they're starting RTA, especially if you grab Death Dealer Ray from Moonlight Blessing 2. The only character that is free that you could get is Conqueror Lilius. So for a new player perspective, getting into RTA, getting Masters for the first time, it could be a great first opener for you. The bad thing is, what do you pair with it as Dark Unit? Like, if you're grabbing Death Dealer Ray paired with her is nice, but I don't know. So whenever she originally got announced, I made a video talking about it, blah, blah, blah. That was, she looks like a good support character, but my biggest thing was, does she do damage? If she does damage, it's super nice to have another damage dealer cleanser. That's something that when I play RTA, I'm always wishing I had more of, because there's very few. I mean, you got AU Fiend, you have Designer Lilibet, you have... Is there any other ones that aren't tanks that cleanse and deal damage?
Technically lie if the game goes long enough, right?
Well,
hand guy on certain builds.
Yeah, okay, those are the non-traditional non-traditional damage dealers and single target damage dealers. So the idea of having her is potentially an AoE damage dealer, but her damage, especially off that preview, was pitiful. I haven't seen no one's building her damage, right? She's a full support character. You're building her 17 to 20,000 HP. You could go Factorize, you could go even bulkier. Speed-wise, you don't especially if you're going support build, you don't need to go 300, 280 is fine. So as a 280, okay, every new account I make, I've made, 80 new accounts now? I'm always 300 speed on a character within the first 3 weeks. So it's really hard for me to give like a proper thing. I think I've made 50 accounts now, and I'm always 300 speed. So I don't understand. That's one, don't get me started on the gear rolling thing that I don't see the other side of it as to I can never get gear. But So for a new player, I know I'm gonna try to pull her. I'm doing a new 2025 free to play series. I'm gonna try to pull her on that, and I'm gonna try to use her around 270, 280 speed and see how she is for new players. Where was I going with this?
Like,
How good is the character?
What value does she
Oh,
have for new players
so
pull?
for a new player, I definitely don't pull it yet. Give it a few weeks. Give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, and make a decision on the next maintenance. That's my best advice.
So a little bit of advice to you two as streamers. Evidently now, looking at the different expressions on a unit pings the server. It never used to, because I've done that several times during podcasts, showing the different facial expressions. Totally just pinged the server and disconnected me.
Yeah, I was trying not to laugh too hard when I saw it happen.
I was like, the fuck? We've always looked at expressions.
Dude, Jello's a speed demon, man. Everybody's saying WTF Jello about the... Isn't Jello like one of the fastest people out there?
I think he's 5 out of 5, isn't he?
I think he's
definitely,
right?
yeah, he's speedy though. But yeah, I mean this is what on a blue para, this is 331-ish, 332.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. 366 ran. Yeah, Solidus is saying he's 5. Hey, Jello, there you go. How fast is this on your ran, brother? And tell me you're 5 out of 5, right?
I mean, you could just do basic.
I'm just going to tell everybody you're 5 out of
5.
5. I don't care if you are or not. That's what I'm spreading that rumor. Yep.
It's 334.
He's definitely 5 out of 5.
Jello's been 5 out of 5 for like 2 years, hasn't he? Jello's account, I feel like, has always been. I'm curious, how many 25s do you have? Are you 10 out of 5 now?
He's not out 5 out of 5. He's 10 out of 5.
I think you're 10 out of 5 at this point.
That's crazy, dude. What's it like? Look, if there was 5 out of 5 for having over 40% HP, I would have that. What's the ritual? It's called donating a kidney and or probably having a lot of disposable income.
Jello's free to play.
Guys, I'm going to have to blind you. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with Dark Reader, but it is being a real asshole today. If I had Dark Reader on, pages are just not loading.
Yeah, I'm having the same issue lately as well. I feel like the Dark Reader extension doesn't work quite right.
Yeah.
Roll on at 4 a.m. on the toilet. That's it. From now on, dude, all streams take place in the bathroom at 4 a.m. All right. That's for gear rolling streams.
So, wow, it is a 6-hour maintenance.
Mm-hmm. So 4 a.m. is when the game comes back out, right?
I'm not waiting around for it.
No, I'm going to bed. I'll set an alarm. I'll set an alarm to check for balance patch adjustment tomorrow.
So, the insane update that's coming tomorrow, I guess we should look at it.
Year of the Blue Snake.
Wait, there's no sound. Why is there no sound?
Can you rewind the video and put it 0.25 speed?
Yeah.
Not all the beginning.
You should also screen share here in the call so that we are not delayed along with chat.
Yeah, give me 1 second though. For some reason, it has decided to globally mute my my Chrome.
Oh snap! Is that Digimon? Hell yeah!
Yeah, see, Firefox has just decided to be muted. There we go. And you wanted it 2.5 speed?
Well, if you do 0.25 speed, technically we have a 3-minute update.
Very slow.
But during the ML Payra animation, 0.25 speed is perfect.
How about we do half speed? So it doesn't sound
man,
like
don't even get me started on that animation, man. That S3.
Gregory, I'll try to answer that in later when we're in another topic because I have something that should branch into that.
Sounds awful. We're going to... Pear sounds drunk. I had to mute it.
Like, look at this in slow-mo.
Damn, that's some physics.
Holy moly.
You're right. They should have just slowed that down. That would have been great.
Yeah, that was my my thoughts also on the pair animation. I was like, wow, physics are great. Everything else is garbage.
You don't like it? It's growing on me, right? I mean,
No.
I get that this part kind of feels like I don't know. I'm in an industry that uses AutoCAD a lot, and this feels just like an AutoCAD drawing. but I don't know. I like that they did something different with the color palette, even though it's not a motorcycle engine. It was still, you know, I like the engine revving behind her. I kind of like it. It's growing.
It's not
on me.
ML. It's not ML Lua, so anything's better.
Well,
This
it's
is
not.
banger.
It's not Conqueror Lilius. It's not Mage Luna, right? It's not like one of their top end. They definitely didn't go for like blowing your socks off with the animation. But she's also not a headliner unit, so I appreciate that they chose this one to try something a little different on.
Have you seen this girl's appearance? That looks like a headliner to me.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, you don't see her on the she's not the download icon for the game, right?
Soon.
Someone in chat just said ML Lua S3 was amazing.
I actually like that. I like that animation. I know that is
Do
a
the
very
dance right
polarizing.
now. Do the dance right now, Sue.
You like it that much?
Dance. Let's see what it looks like.
No, no, I don't know. I straight up like I thought that was like it made me laugh. Okay, that's the thing. I know it's a very divisive animation, but the Hellion Lua animation, like the first time I saw it, I was like, all right, this is hilarious. Like they went full send on a meme, and I'm here for that.
I'm going to be the curmudgeon old bastard here. I don't like all these damn kids in my big booby titty waifu dragon fantasy game. The high school thing is not it for me. I get that some of you guys love it and that it's a big thing in Japan especially, but you see, from what I'm told in Japan, like high school was your last hurrah, right? That was like, you know, that was your time of freedom when you got to go and really like find yourself before you are immersed into the insane work ethic that Asian culture puts on you in adulthood. But over here in the States, high school sucked ass. So
high school was awesome, man. I loved high school.
Unless you're deity, right? You know, he was a playboy all through high school. He's the guy that knocked Sue down and stole his lunch money. He's the guy that stole my date at prom. That's freaking deity for you.
Oh, dude, I did a lot during high school, bro. I was taking like full AP classes, working an actual job after school on the swim team,
too.
And also the founder of the chess club.
I was on the golf team. I had a full-time Little Caesars job. I loved it, man.
I was beating the crap out of people and gaining superpowers. That was high school for me. It was exactly like anime, you know.
Yeah, you're damn right. I did AP classes, bro.
Actually. I'm so glad we got UI improvements for Holo Trials.
I think the only person who plays this game that this affects is you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's like you and that one guy on Reddit that somehow manages
Maury.
to get the the one guy who gets the strategy like 17 minutes before you. You're like, I got the strategy. I'm gonna go post it on YouTube. It's rendering right now, and then it's up on YouTube already by them. And you're like, wait.
I wake up in the morning like, let's do Holo Trials. God damn it, Maury. I think he's got a time zone advantage on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wind Demon's also one of the 5 Holo Trials players. I see that. I would like to say, by the way, I personally think, this is my headcanon, Wind Demon doesn't have to confirm this. You don't have to confirm this. I feel like both of you just play Hall of Trials just to secretly see who places higher each week. The YouTube video thing is a front.
There was a few weeks there where me and Wind Demon were always like, knocking each other out of the top 3 for a little while. that was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a new feature that a lot of people I think have missed. Little bit more Star Rail like, little bit less just punching sandbags.
Thank you for calling Little Caesars home of the $5 hot and ready.
Yeah, everybody was saying, I forgot about that. Everybody in my Discord was saying 07 to the sandbags. They're gone now.
Yep.
Wait, then what are we gonna have for April Fool's?
I don't think they're gone. Do you think they're going to be gone for when we go and preview all skills, or are they only going to be gone for the try the new unit? Do you think they're going to replace it entirely? I think they are. I think they're going to remove it entirely and let us just test out every unit in the game versus fights, but I mean, remember the screenshot showed she was fighting against the enemy motorcycle gang. It was very specifically designed to her. Unless they're going to give everybody fight specific stuff, maybe the sandbags are still going to be there. Yeah.
No, we haven't got new content in, what, 7 months since it's not been that long, but
yeah,
there's no way they're going in.
I bet it's just for this. I bet it's just for the testing of the new unit, and everybody else, you go to preview their skills, boom, sandbags.
Mm.
We'll have to see. We'll see tomorrow. But I do like this, right? It was so stupid that was like, go try the unit out. And you got to hit some sandbags. I'm like, how is this trying the unit out?
Yeah.
Where
at least in like HSR and other games, you get like a mock battle, right? And you kind of like mess around with other stuff. They give you like 3 other units on the team to mess around with. Like, so you can kind of figure out the synergies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be really nice to do.
So no more King Sandbag. I mean, I think the sandbags are still going to be there. I still think when you go to view the unit skills, sandbags are going to be there. Hey, Spacebar Char! Thank you for the raid. Oops, I almost shouted out the wrong person. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to. We're just talking about the insane amount of content we got in 43 seconds here.
Somehow we've made this 40-second long video last, what, 25 minutes?
It's what content creators do. We make a little bit of something out of nothing. Excuse me. A little bit of something out of nothing.
Yep, it's a skill.
Mm-hmm. I think that's very telling that she's going to be on the bounce patch. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. That's exactly what I said this morning, or whatever morning, yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm very
just bird's eye view. We're just there to milk bird's eye view value.
Man, bird's eye view is good on like entirely one unit, and you got to have 3 of them. You know, right? It's got to be plus 24, or you may as well run like literally anything else on Frida.
Plot twist: we wake up tomorrow morning, Birgitte's not on the balance patch list, but bird's eye view is.
That'd be crazy. I'm very, very nervous about them buffing her, but she needs it more than anybody. Like, I think she's legitimately the worst banner RGB unit in the game. Can you name me one that's worse than her?
I think she's just the worst in general.
I think she might actually be the worst 5-star.
I think you could win more games with Xeno than her.
Yeah, she's arm wrestling with Xeno for the worst place.
That is actually accurate, because like a week and a half ago, I did a stream where I tried to climb with Xeno, and we were actually winning with him. I don't think I've ever won a game with Birgitte.
They're saying Ball defense breaks. Ball puts like 9 debuffs.
Dude, Ball can be used. Ball, like, there's an entire freaking expedition meta around Ball. He at least has a job.
Yeah, Ball is legitimately the best Blooming Snaglish character in the game.
Yeah,
like he only is good at one thing, but he's the best in the game at it.
But you know what? Being good at one thing is still one more thing that he's good at that Brigitte isn't.
So Kane, some people use Kane in Nightmare Raid now.
Yeah,
not really.
Not great.
It's not
usable,
great, but
it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, but Kane's right down there too, right? But yeah, I don't know. It comes back to every redhead in this game needs a buff. Tell me I'm wrong.
Hey man, I'll take it. Sirmia needs love.
You see, Deity's thinking about. I was like, is there a redhead who doesn't need a buff? Holy shit, he's right. All the redheads need a buff. Why don't we just blanket buff redheads?
Hey, everyone keeps saying Tehu, like. Tehu is actually like low key good. Like he might be one of the most underrated units in the game right now. Like I was like, Tehu, haha, very funny meme, man. And then I have watched people in my Discord, like in Emperor, like crush people with Tehu, and I'm like, wait, what is going on here?
Chat's right. The Aramenthos are the closest thing I think you can get to redheads that don't need buffs.
Isn't it crazy how Fire Amantha was like super good for, what was that,
15 minutes? Yeah.
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah. I built her, used her like all of a week, and then she just fell away. She's still really good. It's just other things kind of took precedence.
Yeah, so
The,
Silverblade, I think, just kind of became the de facto better option most of the time.
the thing with Epic 7 that I've been trying to tell people, because I've had a lot of new people still getting into the game, is almost every character in this game is good. If as a fourth, fifth pick, you could use almost any character. Everything will have a place. Certain amount of games out of 100, you could pick Fire Haste and probably win. Just the biggest thing with watching content creators, all the top Legend RTA players, is there's the set meta. But a lot of those characters that are picked in fourth and fifth slot are interchangeable. Like that one character they pick probably will have the highest win rate, but if you pick another character, you'll still win the game that fits that same role. But most of the characters in the game aren't that bad.
Yeah,
There's one thing that outshines them.
I will say this because a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, we used to have this conversation a lot because like I come from a background of competitive card games where you'll go into a meta and like only 3 or 4 things are playable, right? You don't get many things. Like it's actually commendable that SG has a game with like 300 plus people in its roster, and almost all of them are usable in some capacity. That is like actually kind of impressive, right? The fact that like RTA, we joke about it now that maybe it's only like 16 to 20 units are being played, but like in that fourth, fifth pick slot, there's still like a good 40 to 60 units that you could play. So when you think about
Probably
it,
more than 60.
yeah. So like if like 80 units are playable at top level in competitive, that's a hell of a lot more than other games.
So the reason it doesn't feel like that for you go, Tristan, because I see you have an opinion on this. Before you go, the reason it feels like there's not that many characters is because fourth, fifth pick's always banned. So whenever you have that option to play those characters, you never see them because fourth, fifth pick, that's how you draft an RTA. If you ban fifth pick, that means you did a good draft. If you're winning from your top 4. But of all the accounts I have, okay, I'll go and play RTA on a random account, and I'm missing characters on each different accounts, missing X characters, but I'm always able to find a replacement that fits that same role as that fourth or fifth pick.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? I don't know. I saw chat
The
laughing at you.
contrast. Oh, I was messing with Sue's girl there in the background.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. I thought you were disagreeing with us. I was like,
nah, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Right.
Oh no. What did he do?
oh, armpit? Wait, go up. Go up.
Stop.
Hey,
it was supposed
fire. There it is.
This is where I change it. I swap it with a different character.
No.
What?
He's gonna put like Godmother there or something. You watch.
Dude, watch, dude. Like we put somebody. We'll put somebody different.
Godmother on my side.
Don't.
We're gonna get a crazy clip tonight. All
right. So
I'm gonna find something that's gonna offend Tristan while he's talking. Go ahead, finish your point.
You're just a bad person, Sue.
I'm not a bad person.
I love how the entire 43-minute update was, here's Payra. Here's some UI changes that nobody really asked for. And then here's Payra. And then here's next week's rerun banner. And then here's Payra. And that was it. Oh my god, I really expected this week to be huge. I really did. And maybe tomorrow will make it huge. It's a
it would make sense for next week.
It's New Year's for them. They had shit to do, drinks to drink.
It's bounce patch week potentially, and we have payroll. Like we have stuff covered this week, so next week has to be the big week.
How many weeks have we been saying that? It feels like a lot.
I remember me and you talking. It was probably 3 months ago.
Yeah. So here you go. Right, Backstreet Biker Gang. It's specifically curtailed around Payra. I think they're just doing the try the hero in battle thing for the featured hero that's going to have that spend least try the hero in battle. Everybody else is going to be sandbags, guaranteed. There's no way they made custom fights for every single unit of the game. Maybe they'll roll them out slowly. It's weird that they paired her with Kisei.
One thing I want to raise concerns about. The showcase for ML Payra was potentially the laziest, worst showcase of any character of all time, of any video game in the history since like 1742.
You mean this one?
You dare block my way?
Yeah, the battle. They
yeah.
legitimately
Bunch of
used the skill
Sunday
3
drivers.
AoE, didn't proc on a single character, and they brought it into the dumbest team possible. Like, don't let a Tywin be on there or something. Bring it into her
we were
setting.
about to see that bounce and he skipped ahead.
I was so mad watching this. I was like, what was the point? You showcase how this character shouldn't ever be played. Cool.
So this team, you mean?
Yeah, they brought it into Asflan, Hua Young, a Tywin, where you can never defense break the opponent's team with it unless you have 4 other debuffers. What
Oh
is
wow, this
team?
actually I didn't actually look at this. You're right. This is
It
awful.
the worst showcase. I was so mad. I was like, who are they paying to do this? They're probably paying them an hourly rate at least. You pay Tristen, pay what content creator $20-$50 to do a quick battle. Like, do something.
This
'Cause
is
looks stupid.
Meanwhile, like back like 2 weeks ago or whenever this was recorded, Divine was just like, wouldn't it be funny if I did this, is it? Divine's secretly the man on the inside.
Yeah.
Wondering if seeing if we'll catch it.
I caught it. Trust me. I was raging about it. I was like, why? Well, I wasted my time scrolling.
Oh
through
my
it.
god.
Yeah,
Sputnik's
look.
right. The Soul Baron's the best part. They don't even trigger the A Tywin. The A Tywin's not even in range. Being we didn't proc Death Break.
You can't hit anything. You can't defense break Imahua Young. You can't hit the flan, so you can't defense break that. And the Polytus is on immunity. So you only have one chance at a 75% to even hit the Tywin and even proc.
Also, wait, why would we go into Tywin with the cream pastry and not
Trust
Hua
me.
Young? It makes no sense.
I lost all brain cells. I didn't have any left and after watching this.
Wait, why would? Okay, all right, I can't with this. Like, didn't proc Tywin, didn't focus Hua Young, didn't focus Hua Young a second time.
Dude, he won though, so
Yeah, it is a win.
yeah.
All right, this is a hard one to watch. RNG win.
Yeah, and then the dual attack at the end. That was icing on the cake. You couldn't even see the
dual
extra
attack
damage.
at the end.
I wanted to see her extra damage proc off her S1. We couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
After she ramped up a little bit, I had to talk about that. That made me so mad at 4:12 a.m. whenever this came out.
Hey, look, it's Chloe.
This is one of my favorite things right here. This is like a great example of best laid plans, right? They buffed Chloe to be good at Rift. They released the demo of Rift, showing how insane Chloe is in Rift, right? And then they release Fene and she just solos it and you don't need Chloe.
Yeah, you remember
all of this planning centered around selling Chloe as a Rift unit.
This is the second time this has happened, by the way, because when Wyvern 13 first came out, they were pushing Chloe. They were like, see, Chloe's good at this new game mode. And then everyone was like, Sagret after 2 days.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember last time I was on the podcast, I said that Chloe is actually potentially the best character to take from Selective Summon right now because there's no damage dealers for Wyvern that you get from... You might get unlucky and not get any kind of damage dealer for Wyvern in your first couple days, so you can't make a Wyvern team. So Chloe mitigates that. But the thing is, Fene's off banner in 2 weeks. So technically, Chloe might be the best safest selective summon character because it gives you that third spot damage dealer because if you don't have Mui, until you get Mui. But then, if you don't have Fene, now you potentially have a Rift too. So, because Fene's only on banner 2 weeks, and then you have to pay $20 to open the pack to...
Yeah,
no, don't even.
Let me like give this PSA real quick, guys. If you don't have Fene, please pull her. I know we got a limited coming up right around the corner, but if your plan is, well, she's not limited, I'll just get her later. Being able to reactivate a story summon to create her banner, that takes about 6 months, I believe, for it to hit the Book of Memories, and Rift is 6 months long, so by the time you can reactivate her banner to pull her, her main game mode is gone. So I mean, if you're wanting her for things other than Rift, sure. But if you think I'll just get her later for Rift, no, you won't. No, there's only going to be 2 ways for you to get her once her banner is gone to use in Rift. One, you've got to be insanely lucky and hit that, like 0.1% chance that you just rando her from a daily summon. Or 2, in about 2 months. 2 months of running non-Fene Rift, which is doable but unfreaking pleasant. They'll drop a pack where you can spend $25 for a key that will let you activate her banner, so you can spend more resources pulling for her, so that you can get her. They did it
too.
Yeah, they did it for Wukong. They'll do it for Fene. So yeah, I know there's a limited unit coming, and we always say don't skip limited, save for limiteds. Limiteds are always nutty, and it may be, but she's just so good in everything. Unless you have got the higher end gear to solo Rift with, or not solo Rift, but to handle Rift without Fene, and it can be done. Just basically run the same damn team that they demoed, but put Sigrid or Luna or some other damage dealer in there, and you should be able to full clear by RC21 in 1 turn. But you're going to climb all the way to RC21 not full clearing, and it sucks. It's all, I would almost say just stick to hunts at that point. If you didn't get Fene, you just stick to hunts.
You know how much money they made from the Wukong pack? It has to be ridiculous. I've seen personally hundreds of people that have bought it throughout my Discord and streams. Like, they made so much. They're like, this is one of the best ways to make money. Fene's basically limited at that point.
And they'll make more on Fene because she is good beyond Rift, whereas Wukong, he only has some niche uses, some high-end RTA uses, the occasional Guild War use beyond Rift, whereas Fene is freaking used everywhere, or can be used everywhere.
You know, it's gonna
she solos Wyvern, for fuck's sake. What unit has ever soloed Wyvern?
Oh man, that's I think we need to downplay it as content creators slightly though. Like, just because the Wukong thing was a $20 pack, knowing them, because we all bought the $30 Luna pack, right? And then they made it $50. I'm just waiting for them to be like, Fene's $30 pack, or like $50 pack with Fene in it. And I'm like,
yeah, Shawnito, but who can't solo Banshee, right? But you know what she can also do? She can 2-man A13. She can 2-man Cadies. She can 2-man Nightmare Jewel Leaf Council.
So with Fene's release, I am super confident about this, that we are about to hit the next, like, they're going to give us basically the potential awakening update within the next few months, because they have to. This was the sign that we have to have that next level PvE content, because every character that's coming out, it just solos everything. The power creep has gotten to a point we have to update the game.
Yeah, DoD, you're 100% right. I had the same conversation with Tristen about a week ago when Fene came out, when we started to realize you could solo everything. I was like, okay, so like there has to be PvE content coming, because like in order for people to pull for units, they have to be better than Fene, and Fene already beats 50% of the content in the game by herself that exists. So like, what's next? So maybe 75%. You're gonna eventually get to the point where there's no challenge for even new players. That, like, Deity's guide series for new players is literally going to be just like, and you just pull for insert character X as your selective summon, and she just clears the game, you know, with a ham sandwich, and we're done.
I'm curious what all they're going to change this year. I hopefully don't have to make a new guide till anniversary.
A question in chat. I want all of us to answer at the same time. So on 3, what's the best artifact for Fene once you pass RC21? So 1, 2, 3. Victorious Flag. Okay, we were different. Yeah,
no, I didn't know. I was sitting there thinking,
yeah, Wondrous Potion Vial for.
I was going to say Potion Vial.
It really depends what you're going into, right? You want to solo or you want a 2-man Cadies, it's Potion Vial. You want to solo Wyvern, it's Celestine. You want to you want to make her tankier and hard to kill, Proof of Valor. You want to solo the Automaton Tower. The cool thing, you want to take her into PvP, you can use you can use Victorious Flag. You want to build her on Injury, you can put her on her own crappy artifact. You want to take her into high-end PvE, you can use the Strawberry Cake for extra damage. It's one of the nice things about it. She's very diverse, and it just depends where you want to use her. She doesn't really have a best anything.
How has she performed in RTA? Anyone watch anything? Is she actually decent?
Yeah, I've watched all mage use her on release. She was pretty good. Like not like amazing, right? But like
yeah, but if it's a
certainly
general damage dealer slot,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Single
she's
target
a
damage
she's a
dealer.
good blue DPS, which there's actually not that many good blue damage dealers. It feels like, unless I'm like forgetting somebody, right? Like blue just feels like it's lacking in terms of DPS compared to other colors.
I mean, you have a Miki. I don't know what else. Like with all
Yeah.
both RGB, you got Janua,
Yeah,
you got a Miki.
to be
you
fair,
got
bro.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, I
At
would say
max injury,
he's like,
Fene one shots through Flan on a miss. Yeah, well, that's pretty much any Fene, to be honest with you.
yeah,
What do
I'm
you
with
need blue
Wendy.
for though on RTA?
It's just like in general, like it's like if you want a proactive strategy, right? Like if I want a
Yeah.
proactive red character, I'm taking Janua, right? Like if I want a proactive, green character, like you have like Wukong, maybe like to a lesser extent like Laya. I mean, it's hard to play like proactive DPS, but
Yeah, I was gonna say
Blue
that's
just
actually
has,
her
like,
weakness is her being blue right now with the meta with Young Sinya, Albedo, Laya.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the core.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not as core anymore, but
it's
they're
funny
still
though,
top lane.
because like Deity, you've been around like as long as me, say with Tristan, right? Like you remember there was a time where blue was just broken and the player base just was begging them to make good green units because there's just no good green units.
yeah,
And
Seaside Bologna was
Mhm.
like that during that time.
Yeah, and I straight up just feel like green is just so much better than red and blue as a color.
Yeah, red's always been the worst
Ooh.
color. It's always been.
So, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts on Tori?
Oh,
Dust off your crystal balls, guys. What do you think,
I'm dusting off more than my crystal ones.
guys?
No, I'm good.
Let's be real. 1000% chance Tori has an OnlyFans.
Yes.
I really don't like this character's design, man. I think it's overdone.
I think I'm ordering a life-size doll to my house on release day.
Nah, not a fan. Not a fan of this character design. Like I said,
Really,
it's,
Sue?
yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't really care for it. I'm sorry,
Look
I
at
don't.
those feet.
Look at those
No, I'm
feet,
good.
Sue.
I'm good. Like it's just like it's thigh highs and also leg warmers. Like
Yeah,
no,
it's
I'm
not.
good.
She's wearing like thigh high pantyhose with leg warmers. Yeah,
yeah, no, I just the outfit like says
and a lot of
it's-
ribbons. Like, I mean, she took some time to put those ribbons on. I'm not
the
sure what's
outfit-
going on around here, but I like it.
This character design is just like it's trying to do too much, right? Like it's trying to have like the sexy like I'm wrapped in ribbons, like gift wrapped just for you. Oh, look at me, but also I'm like a bunny girl, but like also I have like the dancer like long flamenco sleeves, but
You just
also
named 9 good things. I'm confused.
no, but they
You have too much
go
good stuff.
together. No, they don't go together, right? Like you know,
Like,
like
you have a piece of
like-
pizza
just
and you
named
like
9
only
good
put 3
things.
toppings on it because
No,
you're like,
like,
I'm scared too much toppings are gonna make this pizza.
No, because like I like ice cream, right? And I also like hot sauce, but I don't put hot sauce on my ice cream,
You
okay?
should try it depending on the ice cream flavor.
No,
Not bad.
stop!
It's not
What is wrong with you?
She is a convenience store worker, guys. Enough of the she's 12 stuff. If she works in a convenience store,
Yeah.
she's not underaged.
That
Yeah, she
is a
has to sell
lie. In
alcohol.
certain states, you can work at a convenience store at the age of 16. I'm on to you, Tristan.
hang
You're
on.
notice.
How
I think you can work in my state at
old
14, but
to,
you can't sell alcohol unless you're
to
21.
work
So
in Korea?
No, stop.
Yeah,
Everybody,
there
like,
we
chat's
go.
like trying to like figure out like how can we get the hot sauce and
The
the ice
minimum
cream? How can
age
we
to
get
work
through
in
both?
Korea is 15. Shit.
Got him. Got him.
Oh well. Damn.
she's a streamer by night.
Caught. She's a
Yeah,
streamer
come
by
on,
night.
yeah.
Why are they
Yeah.
trying to do all this like social media streamer nonsense right now?
Because that's the trope, bro. Everybody wants like
Really?
the plain Jane girl. It's like an anime thing.
they-
You have the plain Jane girl, and at night she's super popular
It's the
internet sensation, VTuber
It's a
sensation.
VTuber meta. It's creeping into my beloved game.
Yup. Just you wait.
So
Just
when
you
it-
wait you wait when that collab is Hololive in April. You'll feel like get me out.
I
When's-
already am.
So when's she come out? She should come out when Fene goes away, right?
February
Or no,
17th,
Fene
15th?
goes away, and then we gotta have one dead
week.
week of
It's
rerun,
15th.
and then she would come out. So yeah, she should come out the second half, around like the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Around
Laya's
Laya
after
Banner,
her. Laya will be
I
after
think
her.
Laya's going to be in March.
It's her, Laya Banner, end of March collab. Trust me. My dad works at Smilegate. Tristen's cousin.
Collab is April. We know collab is April.
Yeah.
Overlord was April 18th.
Theoretically, right?
I think it's gonna be the same thing.
Friggin' Math, who always is trying to like piss on my Cheerios with this kind of stuff. Just kidding, Math. He said, you know what? They've always said, how was it he phrased it? It was friends from another world for collabs.
Yep. Yeah.
And here they said friends from a new world. They've always used another world when talking about collabs, not a new world. So
Wait, is New World a hint?
So, yeah, it might be Chaos Zero Nightmare. That people have always been speculating it's CZN.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Game. No.
They're not God,
The game's not out yet. They're not collabing with it.
Sure.
Plus, I mean, let's be real from the leaker standpoint. They told us the next collab was one we would be on a 1 to 10 scale, with 5 being Demon Slayer. We'd be 7s about this, and you would be 9 about it, Sue. That's why I'm calling my shot. The next collab.
Near? Is it near? Yeah.
Hey, Anyo, thanks for the raid. Yeah. Next freaking collab. Man, the dark mode is still shit in the bed. But yeah, I think it's near. I really do. I think next collab is near.
If it's near, 450 plus gear score 2B from me, all right? To the moon.
Welcome, Raiders. Everybody give Anyo a follow. If you aren't following Anyo, you're making Payra sad.
Yep.
100% of people that follow Anyo have a significantly better chance at pulling Payra. I could be making that up, but do you want to risk it? Really?
Anyo just has good taste in waifus. Just go follow him for that.
Yeah, new heroes from a new world are set to arrive. I mean, that screams collab to me. And, you know, translation... You feed the same freaking sentence into Google Translate with like a different freaking comma or apostrophe or sentence structure, and you'll get something that's this kind of difference. I'm having trouble with some of the freaking typos and translation errors we've seen. I'm having trouble like really clinging on to, well, it said from another world last time, it says a new world this time, so it's completely different. But some people are thinking this just means a new ML theater.
Or, when I read that,
I don't know.
I was thinking I did not think collab the first time I read it. I was thinking it was like a new type of character, because Epic 7 has multiple worlds, right? The ML world, I don't know the lore, but I thought it was gonna be something like that. Did not think collab when I read it.
It could also mean Chapter 6, where we're going to meet new heroes.
That's literally the announcement that's after that. Like they were pretty, upfront about it. They were like, in February, you'll meet this Tory girl. In March, you can expect a Guild War update and also all this other quality of life stuff. And then in April, you'll meet new heroes from a new world and the debut of episode 6.
Do I need to remind you that the entire Payra video was, here's Payra, here's something else, here's Payra, here's something else, here's Payra. I mean, they kind of jump back and forth, repeating themselves a few times, but I don't know. I still think it's a collab. I do. I'm still hanging my hopes that we're gonna, because April, May is collab season typically for Epic 7. At least it was back in the day. Yeah. So the timing is right. We've been told there's 2 coming this year. One of which is going to be really, really, really hype, which makes me think the other one is probably CZN. If there's going to be 2, but I mean, all of this was told back in like October, and shit changes, collabs fall through, things fall apart. It's who knows where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I think if the first collab since Overlord is CZN, people will lose their ever-loving shit. I think it would actually make more people not play CZN than it would make play it. I think people would be that upset about it. I think they give us a good fat collab, nice anime or game collab, something that's hype, something that's Bleach tier, something that's near tier, something that's free run tier, something that's going to get a lot of people excited about a collab. It's going to bring new people in, because remember, they want CZN to be a success. And the best way for CZN to be a success is not to just shove the existing player base into it, but to bring a whole new horde of people in via a collab and then navigate them into CZN along with everyone else.
Why didn't they do that with Outer Plane?
Tory is about
I
to
don't
know.
see
It's different dev
who is
studio.
the
Like
strays from
it's
ML
like it's
Theatre
all under one
Snipper.
big parent company,
Mhm.
right? It's two different companies under one big parent company for Outer Plane. So like
Yeah.
the parent company would have to get involved, but like for Super Creative, it's like, hey, can you just go ask the guy down the hall if we could just borrow some assets to make a collab? And he's like, yeah, sure. It's all in house, same building. No, stop. Leave her alone.
Fine.
Leave her alone.
Okay. Demon Slayer would be fire, but we know that's the one thing we know. The one thing we know is that it's not Demon Slayer.
Yep, that's the one thing we know.
That's the one thing we know.
Wait, how do you know that?
Because we said on a scale of 1 to 10, where Demon Slayer is a 5, how excited would we be for this collab? And they said a 7.
Oh, okay.
So like,
See,
if
I
it
would
was
troll you and
Demon,
say 7. It was Demon Slayer.
If
So-
they said a 5, they would have kept their mouth. Yeah, I don't know.
I would have
dude,
lied instantly.
if it was Demon Slayer, like the video, the apology video that Tristen and I'll have to make.
Oh my god. We just that's
I'll
it, man.
egg on my face, bro. That's it, dude.
I would have to retire my tinfoil hat.
Wait, is that actually made of foil? Are those candles on that? I never even looked at your hat.
Yeah.
Are those candles? They look like golf tees.
It's Demon Slayer. I'm double quitting E7.
This is my tinfoil hat.
I've seen that one.
I don't know if there was he wanted to know what was on the rim of the black hat.
Yeah, what's on the rim of your black hat?
Little chicken bones.
Oh, I thought they were like candles or golf tees.
Yeah.
I have many hats.
I'm just sitting there thinking about like what's Demon Slayer. There's all like the water style breathing or whatever. Like what do
Demon
we have?
Slayer would fit okay. I think animation wise, art wise, they could do it.
That's the nice thing about Epic 7. They can make freaking like high school brain rot fit. They can make anything fit. I mean, I struggle to think of something that they couldn't make fit into Epic 7.
There's certain art styles of shows like Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Bleach would go good. with
Hello
it.
Kitty.
A lot of people. I think they could do Hello Kitty. As
They
a
could,
pet
dude.
in the
Dude,
game.
let's go, bro.
Okay, let's
Marin.
don't say it 3 times. It's like freaking Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah, everybody keeps asking me though for Bleach, and I'm just like, if you get Bleach, you're just gonna get Ichigo, Rukia, and then your choice of Ishida or Renji. Like that's your collab. Like you're not getting like Kenpachi or Byakuya or like
Street Fighter did a Hello Kitty collab, Kefnet.
Yeah, you're not getting Matsumoto, you're not getting Orihime, right? You're not gonna get you're definitely not getting Yoruichi, and that's like the number one. That's like the 101 for me.
I don't know. I mean, give me
Actually, you might
Konosuba,
get-
give me Danmachi, give me some like amazing looking waifus. Give me
Actually,
something to pull for.
you might get Aizen because I have played gacha games where the collab was Ichigo and Aizen, so it is possible to get Aizen. You might get Aizen if you're lucky, but I think it's gonna be Rukia, Ichigo, and then either Aizen, Renji, or Ishida. I don't think that's it.
Smogate can't afford Fate Zero. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, especially because Hoyo is paying big money to get Fate.
Something's happening with Nier around April too, isn't it?
Nothing is like confirmed, but Yoko Taro is like a huge troll, and he has said that there is a Nier Automata sequel in the works, and that we will hear something about it eventually.
Okay, so possibly. So that's something you want to look for, guys. If you want to try to Sherlock Holmes it out yourself, you want to strap on your own tinfoil hats and think about it. It's a little tough to do right now, but towards the end of February, getting into March, you can start looking at what IPs are actively currently collaborating with people and start to rule them out, because although IPs will sometimes collab with one thing and then when it's done they'll go into another, they don't collab over top of each other, and there is usually it's like how long before you date your best friend's ex, right? There's usually like a little bit of a gap. between when they
I'm
collab
fine.
with one IP and then with a competition. You usually don't see like JJK collab with Star Rail and then immediately turn around a week later and collab with Nikkei, right? Usually there's a little bit of a gap. So kind of look at things that are currently collaborating or have announced it, and you can kind of start to rule things out.
Yeah, I've heard this one also. People keep saying it's solo leveling. I'm like, okay, but besides like Sun Jinwoo, right? Like
I really like solo
else you
leveling,
get?
and I really don't want that collab.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love solo leveling. It's the worst collab
Yeah.
they could do. Not
Yeah,
worse, but up there. as
Yeah,
the worst.
it's not super good because like you'd have like one. Look, I'd be hyped for JoJo. People, I would be stoked for JoJo, but you have to understand, JoJo's is like it's popular,
Right, Cruz.
but it's not like
Sorry,
mainstream. It's
Sue.
not gonna
Correct, Cruz. It happens, but it's really rare. It's not common, but it does happen. Sorry, I talked right over you, Sue.
No, it's fine. It's just one of those things where, everyone always says JoJo's. I'm like, JoJo's would not be like a great collab because like I would be
Tricky
hyped for it.
X-File.
I love JoJo's. In fact, I'm wearing a JoJo shirt, right? But it doesn't change the fact that like JoJo's is like it lies between niche and popular. Like it has a hardcore dedicated audience, and like I think most mainstream anime and game fans are not JoJo's fans. I don't think that would be one that would do well for them money wise.
Yeah.
Omniscient reader, omniscient. I don't even know how to say that word properly. Yes, it's going to be too small for them.
Well, there's.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got their fun little collabs, right? I think Kaiju 8 would be an awesome collab. I'd like to
I
see
do
a
too.
monster in the game.
I
right?
would be hyped
But-
for Kaiju.
right?
Monster
you know-
Hunter collab, Monster and Wilds come out in February.
But remember,
That'd be cool, too.
The one hint we have is it's one that they feel the community is going to be really hyped about.
Yeah.
So
That was basically
that's
said
one that
people
I would be
stoked
really hyped about. I think a lot of people in the community would be like, "The fuck is that?" So I don't know.
Didn't they think we were going to be hyped about Kazuna AI too?
Wasn't
think that was
Kazuna
more just-
AI about capturing Japan as a server?
Yeah, because they kind of botched the JP launch, and that was like their way of being like, oh, like Kizuna I is really popular.
She came out a year before Japan.
No, she came out in the fall of 2020.
Where would we rate
2019.
Overlord on the
Something like
scale of 1 to 10? I think you'd rate Overlord at a 9. Not specifically for me, but it was the second most requested collab on the survey that was put out. Number 1 being all of the Fates grouped together as one IP. That was the number 1 requested collab, and the number 2 is Overlord. So whether you like it or not, whether you think it's fan survey trash or amazing content, it was the number 2 most wanted collab by the community that they pulled out. So
Ooh, do you think they'll give us
I
a
think
new
that was pretty
ML5
hype.
with the next collab?
I'd be pretty
The
sick.
free
yeah.
characters in ML5 again. If that's a new trend, that'd be sick. Actually,
Mhm.
especially if they're as good as Ainz, I would be pumped.
Especially if they're as good as eyes.
Oh god.
Make my year.
I still can't believe that they left Ainz in the state that he was in after the collab ended. I was like, wow, you guys really were like, what if we make it so everything
Oh.
PvE is resistant to death sentence and he's just useless in PvP?
He was super fun to start the game with because Abyss, using him in Abyss felt like you were a god. So for new people getting into the game, his design makes sense, but he's useless for anyone who's played more than 48 hours.
Yeah.
Dawn to Dawn collab.
It's too new.
I know
It's too new.
it's too new, and I know you guys love it, but I really want to get away from the high school trope in Epic 7.
Yeah. Oh, Nier would be really good. My only problem is if we do get Nier, like I don't think they can do as good a job as Shift
I
Up
don't
did
know.
with the collab. That was like flawless, man. They even
We'll
had
see,
the
man.
hacking mini game. They did a whole score for it. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chainsaw Man would be kind of
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
I would love Chainsaw Man. Are you kidding me? You're kind of meh about it. I'm like, oh my god, gimme.
Dude, speaking of Chainsaw Man,
Yeah, Makima alone, freaking Kana would come back from Makima, but I'd love to have Power in the game. Power is the shit.
Power's my favorite character. But I need for those of you guys who are manga readers, this is like not a surprise to you, but like I need the anime onlys like Vic and Kana. I need them to release more Chainsaw Man so they get far enough, right? Because like talking to Vic about like anime and like his waifu Makima is the funniest thing in the world to me. If you know, you know. Like,
so I want to talk about the coin shop rotation for a minute, because I got some opinions about the coin shop, but what do you guys want to say first?
for what? The
coin
Covenant
shop.
ones, or the Covenant ones, or just the
Covenant,
Midnight one?
bookmark, coin shop in general, its purpose in the game. Remember, its purpose in the game is, we said, it feels like shit to see the purple sparks and for a dupe to pop up. It was the #1 complaint of Epic 7 back in the day, and they said, we hear you, fam, we don't want you to feel bad in this game, so we're going to institute a system where when that happens, you will get these coins, and when it happens for a fourth time,
Yeah, it's 4.
you will be, a fourth time, you will be able to have this shop that will constantly rotate units, and you can buy the unit of your dreams. You just got to wait for it to pop up, and it won't feel bad anymore, because every time it happens, you're 25% of the way to basically a selector, and it was supposed to be the salve for our wounded heart at seeing yet another dupe ML5. How is that held up? How is that held up?
I love it.
I think it's actually bad, but that's just me.
It's bad for new players for sure, but for old players who's already got their accounts established, that has all the ML5s, I love it. I mean,
No,
if
I like the
miss
idea
ML5,
of the coin shop, right? But I think that the rotation system is too slow, right? Like it's
the
only...
rotation system's always been the same. It's one new character and the 2 olds, and
It's
then we
always
recycle
been
the
the
old.
same, but
It's
we keep
always been
adding.
the same.
Yeah, but we keep adding new people to the pool.
Isn't this 2?
So
This
it's
is
not
2
falling
new.
behind. This time it's 2 new. They're changing it. This is an upgrade. This new.
Yeah,
kind of
I don't know.
upgrade.
Maybe but like seeing other games in the space, like their shop rotates not monthly but weekly, right?
Yeah.
So like if these 3 don't interest you, like there's over almost 50 ML5s in the game at this point. Like you want to cycle through those a little bit faster than 3 a month, right? You don't even see the whole roster in a year. They either need to add more slots or they need to rotate faster.
But other games care about their player base. So how are we
Shit,
supposed to,
dude.
how are we supposed to compete?
It does feel to me like the rotation on it is slow to the point that by the time the unit of your dreams winds up in the shop, the unit of your dreams is so far out of the meta that it's not even usable anymore, right?
Yeah. Like look at the characters here for a perfect example.
Well, no. This is a pretty fat list, but yeah, Ludwig was the tits 2 or 3 seasons ago. Urban Shadow Shu was a monster 2 or 3 seasons ago. Faithless Lidica hasn't been good in forever. But you know, what are the ML5s people chomping for? I'm not saying that it should be like, hey, here's Empyrean Ilanov and ML Luna. They only came out a few months ago. I'm just saying that I know a lot of people who just have been sitting on coins forever, and they're like, why do they keep running these 2019, 2020 dead ML5s? Even here, we got Eternal Wanderer Ludwig. Why Ludwig? Why not Abyssal Euphine? Euphine came out before Ludwig.
The danger of changing the shop is if they make it to where characters come out in a reasonable amount of time, people will skip banners for ML banners. So they have to put a big delay, because I have
Agree.
At
I don't
one
think
point
any
I had
unit
160 coins. I would just have skipped certain things and just bought them.
Yeah, I don't think any unit should be in the shop that is under 18 months old. I agree. But I do think the units that are under 18 months old, we should get a wider variety of a bigger selection.
That's fair.
Like,
I can
you
agree.
don't. Yeah, you don't have to like. This is fine. Like the newest unit here is Eternal Wanderer Ludwig, which was December 2023, right? That's the newest one that's in the shop. That's fine, right? Like you could be on your like 16-month delay or whatever have you, right? But the thing is, like when you get these rotations where it's 3 characters that are just like trash, right? Not saying that, you know, just like to give you like an example, like it'll be like, oh, here's like, you know, A Ravi, who's not meta anymore, Fallen Cecilia, and I don't know, like Judge Kisei or something. Like it's one of those things where you just go, okay, none of these are like useful even to like new players, or just like anybody who's established. So it's just like, all right, well, if I did have the 40 coins, like none of these help me. I guess I'm at the mercy of waiting 30 days to see if the next 3 have anything. Like at least like cycle through a good chunk of the roster. Like I would like to see like maybe 3 every 2 or 3 weeks instead of every 4 weeks. Like it's just
I think every 2 weeks on maintenance, they just change it every time, but that's more work for them. I'm telling you guys, this company has to be unbelievably lazy.
Just put
I actually think they're understaffed. Like I think there's probably less than 10 people. I think there's probably less than 10 people working.
I think being understaffed is self-inflicted, but okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them lazy because the company as a whole, they should have put more money into. But I don't think they're making that much. They couldn't have earned very much money in the last 2 months. Who's spending on the game right now?
Some Nocturne said, thoughts on a Final Fantasy collab. I think it would be one of the most amazing collabs we could ever get, and that Square doesn't collaborate very often with people outside of their own IP window. So, plus the big reason Square would want to collab with us would be to promote one of their games, and they don't have any of their out right now. They just EOS their one of their gacha games.
What do you mean? Rebirth just came to PC the other day.
Yeah, but you're going to advertise a PC game via a mobile game?
Sure,
well,
why not?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be great. I think it would be really hype, and I'd love it. But I'm a Final Fantasy nerd, and I think most of us are. I think most of the people that play this game grew up with Final Fantasy. So
I literally have the collector's edition Cloud on the motorcycle, like literally in my room, like the gigantic statue. I have that with the Tifa as well. Yeah.
How could we do You mean an Edge Runners collab or an actual Cyberpunk collab? We can't do an Edge Runners collab. We already have Urban Shadow Shoe in the game. It would be too confusing.
Yeah, as for the characters that are actually in the Galaxy Shop, like, unless Flitica gets a buff tomorrow, that's a skip. Urban Shadow Shoe is, like, fringe playable if you need an injury. And I think Eternal Wanderer Ludwig has a lot of value for Guild Wars. Maybe a Flag Arena. You tell me, Tristen, how you feel about him there. I use him, like, pretty much every Guild War. I don't really have much success with him in World Arena. Like, I do play him. Like, people are always just like...
With who? Say it again?
Eternal Wanderer Ludwig. I think he has great.
Yeah. No,
great
he's a Guild War.
Guild War. Yeah, Guild War offense. He's fantastic. He makes your like if you've got New Moon Luna, right? He makes your Guild War like a breeze.
Yeah, Green Ludwig legitimately better in Arena than ML Ludwig.
Oh, dude, it's actually funny. We going back from the start of the podcast where Valky was here for a second. We're talking about KJ's win rate. KJ plays ML Payra with Green Ludwig.
But how would Eternal Wanderer Ludwig's positioning in RTA change if suddenly he ignored pen reduction?
He's back 1,000%.
He's back. He's back. That's all he needs.
Especially with Payra, who's a unit that likes dark units, and
I mean, is Payra really helping him? Because you already won.
You already won. So yeah, I don't know. That's one nice thing about this game. It's one thing I do like about this game is if the unit's bad, you can just wait. Nothing stays bad forever in this game. That's not name says.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good question that we should think about. Chad, you feel free to chime in too. What character like that has an ML variant has just been like bad the longest? Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of this.
ML5?
Yeah, ML5.
While you're thinking, yeah, Chloe. Probably. But what's the point of the Covenant coin shop? Man. Has anyone ever bought a Covenant coin?
No.
Like,
I mean, I guess theoretically there's an imprint value in there, but we all just roll the gear in there.
Yeah, you would roll the gear. I buy Molas. I buy Molas every month.
They're overcosted, by the way. Those 64 Covenant coins is so overcosted for this because, like you said, Molagoras are what, like 4?
3.
They're like 4 Covenant coins or something.
Yeah,
I think they're 3.
3? Yeah, they're like nothing.
Yeah, I buy them every month from there.
It's like straight up asking you, like, would you rather have one dupe 5-star or you can have like, 18 to 20 molas?
Yeah.
I joked in my review on this too. I said, so all of you new players who still don't have a Saria, now's your chance to use all of those dupes you've pulled to get your Saria that you somehow don't have yet. Yeah, I would love to see the metrics on how many people actually press this button. I mean, maybe some of the whales, right? Some of the whales that spam by and stuff have got enough coins that they can use this to flush out their triple S's, but...
There was one guy who started during the Epic Dash Pass that I was like helping him with his account every day, and he bought a couple characters out of that over time. So it's
I
for
got
new
128
whales.
coins, so I'm always keeping an eye out for a good imprint. I don't need any of these imprints, but I'm always watchful for it.
Yeah, because like the Galaxy Coin Shop, I've personally purchased 3 characters out of it in my time.
I purchased 7 and a billion artifact charms from there.
Yeah, I bought Requiem Rowana, Maid Chloe. I'm trying to think who else I think I bought out of those. There's one other one. It escapes me at the moment.
I bought ML Ken from it.
Oh, that was it. It was ML Ken. I think it was ML Ken was the other one.
I bought ML Ken, and the next week, this was before Moonlight Blessing existed, they introduced Moonlight Blessing to the game. I was so pissed. 40 coins back then. Oh my god. I will never forgive them for that. The moment Epic
That's what it was for Demon. Kayron. Kayron was the character I bought. I bought Kayron just because I didn't have him, and I had 160 coins. It's like they're just rotating too slow.
Hey, we just completed a Moonlight Theater. Do you think they're walking back on their promise to run Moonlight Blessings when Moonlight Theaters close out, or do you think they just haven't gotten around to it yet?
They told us Moonlight Blessing 3 was coming out in 2023, the end of 2023.
Yeah, it was December. It was
2025.
promised. It promised December of 2023 is when it was promised.
I think they've walked it back. I think they're not doing it.
They ran it back. That's not walking.
It's ran back, bro.
Maybe I'm wrong. Everyone was like, well, surely the Moonlight Theater they promised is coming now that we finished Zero Defect City. So surely we're getting the Zero Defect City Moonlight Blessing, right?
No,
I don't think we are. I mean, I would love to be wrong. Would love to be wrong. I know the community would love for me to be wrong, but I don't think they are.
Quick check. What characters in Zero Defect City are meta currently?
Other crowd. You can't say Lone Crescent Bologna.
What are the Zero Defect City characters? There's Urban Shadow Shoe. There's Ludwig.
Once all of them are about to fall out of favor, then you can get the selector.
You know who's meta in Zero Defect City? You know who's Giga meta? Opsig after the bounce patch tomorrow.
Sure, maybe they will release it. That's the next week announcement. Opsig is not this week, and then they announced that to build hype. Everyone's like, I can get Opsig.
I'm gonna hit you guys with the strongest character in all of Zero Defect City.
Hang on, Sue.
Infinite
I got you one better, Deity. They make Opsig. They make Opsig insane. Opsig and Alika make them insane tomorrow, and then they are on the interim banner between Peyra and whoever's next. And once that banner's gone, Zero Defect City drops.
That sounds like Epic 7. I like that.
That sounds like.
How can you make it?
Have we gotten that predictable? It's just like, we can figure out to the day. I mean, to be fair, like them giving us that roadmap from I was talking about earlier, like that almost screams, "Hey guys, collab 3rd week in April." Like if they, like from the mountaintops, 3rd week in April.
How sure are we that there will be a balance patch note tomorrow? Since the beginning of balance patches. Balance patches have come every 8 weeks, with one exception, and that's when they modify it up or down a week or two because we're in the middle of a World Cup, and they don't want to have a balance patch happen like right before the finals or qualifiers. They've adjusted a little bit to not fuck with World Cup. But other than that, 100% of them have been 8 weeks apart. The announcement has to come within 2 weeks of the balance patch, otherwise it'll just be data mined. 8 weeks from the last balance patch, right? The balance patch, the super hype one that everybody remembers with Sinful Angelica, and I'm sure there was other units on there that I can't remember.
It was December 19th was the last time.
8 weeks from that date is February 13th. 2 weeks
and we get the news
from tomorrow.
Time, then,
now it's possible that Lunar New Year might push things back. Things happen, but Epic 7 is usually pretty predictable in their patterns, and in several years they have not deviated from the every 8 weeks there's a balance patch adjustment announcement, or a balance patch adjustment, and that the announcement is 2 to 4 weeks before that. Tomorrow is 2 weeks before that 8 week mark, so we're pretty confident. But we could wake up in the morning and there's nothing, and here we are with egg on our face, and they say, yeah, you know what, we got drunk on Lunar New Year's and forgot to push it. It'll come in a couple weeks.
How do you buff Operator Cigarette to be usable?
You
rework
don't.
the character.
It's a complete kit rework. Which,
Yeah,
since she's got a resource bar, I think it is. I think it's a complete.
She's a ranger
rework.
with a focus bar or whatever bar. Politis already shuts her down. Okay,
As
that's
long
immediately.
as long as she has, yeah, I don't know. As long as she has any focus, she's stealthed. I mean, there's things that they could do.
I don't think so. I don't think with the ranger-based stats, like Landy would be usable probably at that point. Then I don't see how they're doing it. She has to have insane survivability within that focus or in her
Look
passive.
how different OG Mort is from current Mort. I mean, they can completely.
That's a tank,
gut and
though.
rework. I know. I'm just saying they can completely gut and rework the kit into something totally different.
Rangers are supports. What ranger damage do we have? I don't think you can do it in the current state of the game.
Oh God.
I was just about to say, how could you possibly make Elagos usable?
Right.
He's a ranger.
Flan doesn't count, dude. Flan.
Wait, Flan? I was gonna say Flan.
Don't count ass Flan for that. Come on. Red Flan. That character could be any
even Valky.
Even Valky.
Came out.
Valky's like, excuse me, guys, I gotta leave the dinner table for a minute. Flan!
Alright, Flan is the most overtuned bullshit. That's sorry for language. I think that's PG on news channels, but you can't give us a second ass Flan with OpSig. I'll lose my mind. You can't do it.
That's actually exactly what happened.
He actually got up on the dinner table to be like, actually
Flan.
Okay, there's Flan, but that's one. Okay, think about all the other ones that used to be meta that have fallen out. It doesn't.
Right.
The only reason she works is because, like I said, the focus bar had to have insane survivability. Look at Ass Flan's survivability. That's the best survivability you can get on a character. Like what? 2 characters to counter it. So what are they gonna do? Give OpSig the same evasion?
They're gonna give her perma stealth like Spectre as long as she has focus.
But no, stealth doesn't help you. Everything there's plenty of AoE. Janua S1, S2. If you don't have OpSig on your board, she's just gonna die passively. You don't even need AoE with I don't think a ranger can work.
Part of me kind of wants to agree with you though, because have you guys ever actually looked at Operator Cigarette stats? They are so bad.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Even when she came out, I was like, wait, why she got 1,000 attack? She's a DPS. Wait, why does she have no bulk?
She has no speed.
Where's her speed?
That's the main reason I'm bringing this up. She has no speed.
I think she's the only. Can you go to Cecilia bot? I think she might be the only ranger in the game with her stat line at 5 stars. It is actually trash. I think she has 27 crit chance, and that's the only thing going for her.
He doesn't give herself extra crit damage?
No, I don't. It's she gives one of the crit stats, but the rest is bad. Her stats suck.
There's Elena stats.
Oh shit, yeah. Astromancer Elena stats, but Astromancer Elena cheat stats. Yeah, exactly. Because this is one of those things where oh, it's a Libra. Of course it is. Welcome to Libra, guys. Yeah. So she does have crit damage and crit chance. So Libra is for most classes the one of the most awkward zodiac signs, because what they try to do is they try to make it so that you have no stats whatsoever, right? They try to make it so everything's balanced across the board. So Libra is always balanced. What?
She could one-shot anything in the game. That's what kept her somewhat balanced, is her having barrier, garbage. Yeah, whenever FCC was meta and she first came out, and everyone that was the tank.
When there was no 90 gear, and back then.
Dude,
was she before 90 gear? I think she might have been.
I think so too, because I rewatched one of my videos from the beginning of Epic 7.
OpSig was 2020. She was summer of 2020 or something like that when she came out.
Wait, do either of you have any videos of your account overviews from 5 years ago? They are so funny to go back and rewatch.
Oh, I actually should go back. I have some from 3 years ago. It'd be funny to go back and see how bad my account was.
I have one from 6 years ago, and seeing the builds on characters is comedy.
Yeah, I have some of my old builds saved on my phone from when I was a cleaver. People don't Tristen didn't believe me. He's like, you never cleaved, and I literally showed him the match footage of me cleaving in Champion Arena, back when Champion 1 was hard to get. I think it was the match that got me into Legend. I cleaved with Judge Kisei, Celeste, Ogslots, and CDOM. That was my
Champion
team.
one's hard to get again.
Yeah, because
Ouch.
it's hard.
Too soon.
Not because it's hard, but because the system is just
Can I link what we're looking at? Sure, guys. Just literally search for Cecilia bot. But,
Yeah.
I'll. Here is the.
Yeah. Opsig, it was just, she was designed to beat Fallen Cecilia, and then you look at the rest of the kit and they were just like, why is this a bad strip? Why does this soul burn make no sense? Why is she a healer? Like, I don't even know who designed that character.
Yeah,
I
she
just
has
don't.
S1 sustainability with like the best you builder. She has like 8,000 HP.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
It's so bad.
I remember when she came out, we were theorizing, could she be a healer? And it's like, bro, you can't break 10k HP on her. The hell you mean?
Right.
And this was before Guiding Light, I think, gave stealth.
Anybody have a link to the image, the silhouettes? If somebody has that, if you could put it in chat, that'd be great. The silhouette teasers. So that's another reason that we think there was a bounce patch being announced, is they gave us these silhouette teasers where they had Operator Sigrid, clearly was one of the silhouettes. Fallen Cecilia, clearly one of the silhouettes. Architect Leica, clearly one of the silhouettes. They also had Wretched Rose in there, which makes us think maybe she's not just a
disaster of E7.
maybe she's not just
She
a
will be Steen Stealth.
NPC asset.
She will be Asplin Evasion.
Wait, I thought they
she
announced
will
her.
also duel like
At some point.
Asplin.
No,
and
it was just
become
that, like,
passive.
Not really.
That
She
thing where they
worked
showed a
like
bunch of
Mickey,
silhouettes on like
so she
Twitter or
can't
like
be
Facebook or
sealed,
something,
Papa.
and Opsig was one of the silhouettes. So like everyone's like, "Oh, she's getting buffed."
And
No, I
the other
actually don't
thing
think she-
too is seeing the asset change on Operator Sigrid that's currently in game. How she has a resource bar that she didn't have 2 weeks ago. Suddenly a resource bar has appeared literally in game now, which, unless that's one hell of a bug, yeah. So this, right?
Yeah, dark mode ruining your life again, bro.
Is it not playing?
I think it's because do you have dark mode turned on?
Yeah.
Dark mode sometimes like dark mode
It's
completely
breaking
ma-
it. I'm gonna
I-
blind everybody again.
I feel like you two will have the same answer on this. What's the most broken, annoying, ruin the game character in the game right now that you hate? Number one, most hated character, I guess.
It
Harsetti.
might just be it might be Asflan.
It's Harsetti.
Okay, so you I figured you both would say Harsetti.
Harsetti is probably number two.
Harsetti has done more damage to this game than anything.
I feel like
Yeah.
Emma Poly. I mean, you could ban it,
That's
but
up there. That's up there.
She you can't play any character in the game.
Oh, that's loud. Hang on, guys. Where'd the volume go? Sorry.
Yep.
I
Just killed you there.
Yeah, straight up there.
Emma Poly is
Harsetti's up
ruined.
there. Like every like day that goes by, Harsetti.
Why are you loud? God damn it, sorry. Yeah, there we go. See this? Right here?
Here's some more. So there's Auden, new kid Auden, which we got, right? Just frame advance it.
It won't let me because it's on freaking Twitch, not YouTube. But there's Architect Leica.
Yep.
There's
Opsig.
Operator Sigrid.
Yeah. You keep going a little bit. Why are we zooming in on Hausa? So there's new kid Auden. There's ML Tayu.
ML most likely ML Tayu.
No, we know it's ML Tayu because that's just right. There's Pay.
yeah.
That's Payra.
That's Wretched Rose, dude.
Oh, that's Wretched Rose. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry. There's Fallen Cecilia.
Fallen Cecilia, Opsig again, Leica. So yeah, I mean, why would they show us all of these old units if they're not part of a balance patch? Now, and saying it'll come out tomorrow, it's like saying maintenance is on Wednesday night. Here we are, it's Thursday. Sometimes weird things can intercede and shift the times. World Cup, Lunar New Year's. So it's possible it won't be announced tomorrow, but it probably will be. If it's not announced tomorrow, it'll be very, very soon because they'll want to keep on scheduled for having it go live on the 13th.
Oh God! Please tell me Cecilia will be good again. Like I know she's been creeping up in playability out of nowhere because, well, not out of nowhere, but because of bystander and just the overall state of just like. Because prior to bystander, like it was light tanks were like the things you could play, and now it's like no, we don't want to play light knights that are not Bellion and Ilanav, right? So everybody's been playing green knights. So if you have to play a non-green knight, like Fallen Cecilia has been creeping back up there in terms of playability.
I don't know why people say Harsetti is so bad. It's mostly the other units that played with her. It's not that she's unbeatable, it's that it's not fun. She's an anti-fun unit. It's like, it reminds me of
it's so
Angel of
much
Light
RNG.
Angelica, but worse. She makes every part of the game more miserable. She is the reason Arena is miserable. She makes RTA fights miserable. So much so she has a 70% ban rate. That means even people that own her don't want to play games with her in the game because she is not fun to play with. Unless your
Yeah.
name is Greater Society. She's not fun to play with. It's not that you can't beat her. It's not that she's impossible to deal with. It's not that other units aren't more broken. There are definitely units that are more broken. She's only got a 50% win rate, which is ironic, whereas other units are in the 55 to 56 range.
Well, Harsetti's a 50-50 character because everyone builds her 0 speed. So when the match starts, the match is complete RNG.
Yeah, she's
That's
a,
exactly
she's a
it.
skill
So
neutralizer.
stupid.
That's
She
exactly what it is. Yeah. Because
Nobody wants to play a competitive game where skill is taken out of the game, and that's kind of what she does.
That's exactly it. Like when Harsetti came out, I was a big fan of the character because, like, I think having a character that has that dynamic where it invalidates a specific strategy and forces you to adapt to it, I think that's good and healthy for a competitive game. I just think that the way that they executed it was bad. Like,
Yeah.
when she first came out, like last September, October, I was like, guys, you're overreacting. And then by like November, I was like, it's not that bad. By December, I was like, okay, maybe it's kind of bad. And I'm at the point now where I'm just like, the character, if I am the Harsetti player, right? Like I pick Harsetti and we go into the game and I'm like, haha, I'm going to stick it to these guys playing speed. And then I look at the initial like flop of how the CR bar is, and my opponent's 4 units to go before mine, and then I lose because of it. That's maddening. Like, it's absolutely maddening. And I'm just like, okay, so like this character just it's a good premise. It is executed absolutely terribly, and it just feels bad, I feel like, for everybody playing with or against the character.
What it should have been is your front unit or your opponent's front unit or your opponent's back unit or maybe front and back unit, or their speed gets cut in half or something. If it wanted to be an anti-cleave character, it should have been manipulated against like ML Rowana, ML Ludwig style things, to where it cuts half of it, but not everybody's speed. That's so stupid.
I'm okay with, like I said, the cutting of the speed, but then it should go like Harsetti goes first, and then the next fastest character. Like, so like if they have like a Ran and it's faster than all your characters, the Ran goes second, right?
That'd be fine too.
Like, I just don't know why it's like there's no, predictability like at all. You can't tell anything with it. And so as it is right now, playing against her is literally just like, I take like young Senya or Elena or a character on Warhorn and just try to be like, well, maybe I'll stick it to him with this passive, right? It's not good. It doesn't create good game feel.
Here's the thing I think, right, is not everybody, because I know a few veterans who enjoy the unit, but pound for pound, the people that tell me that they don't mind Harsetti, that they like her, that they think she's good for the game, are people that enjoy having her on defense, have no problem teching out ways to deal with her in Arena and Guild War, and then they do RTA, maybe 50 to 100 fights tops, probably closer to 50, near the end of the season to get their frame, and Harsetti helps them do that. Yeah, those people are going to love it. But people who engage with on the triple and quadruple digit number of fights range, that's where your 70% pre-ban rate comes up, because she's just not a fun, enjoyable. The fights aren't good.
Oh, they're super not good. Like I said,
nobody likes watching it. Fewer like playing it.
Yeah, it's just, if she's in the game, I'm usually just like, cool. I have an Elena specifically meant to play against the Harsetti on Touch of Rekos. I just slam that under ban protection, and then I just pick a bunch of characters that try to, self CR push them, right? Like passively, like a hand guy on Warhorn or whatever. And I'm just like, cool. If I win the dice roll, like I guess I'm good. But it doesn't feel good. No game with Harsetti feels good.
But hey, I mean, if you enjoy the character and you're having fun with her, don't let some asshole in a hat tell you you're wrong for doing it. Whatever you can do to squeeze any enjoyment you can get out of this turnip that is Epic 7 right now, don't let me take that from you. If she is your kink, you just do it. I'm not here to shame you. I'm just saying that's the general reason why people don't like the unit.
Mm-hmm. We keep watching the loop of this video, and I was like, how many times am I gonna have to see Gimmick get hit with the keyboard in the face?
God damn it, I know. Don't remind me. All right, man. That's it. I mean, we got like UI changes for Hall of Trials that everybody wanted. One of the things I talked about a lot in the last video was quality of life that people really, really want. Like quality of life that would be impactful. And I talked about a penguin slider, and Math actually hit me up with a pretty good hit on that. And I also talked about being able to key in numbers instead of just using the slides on the gear optimizer in game. How that would like kind of almost eliminate the need for fribbles. If we could go in there and just say, hey, don't show me stuff that's over 85. And he brought up a really good point. And that's one that I think's a good point, one that I think's kind of weak. But he said that the in-game fribbles thing is stupid fast, right? How long does it take for you to do a fribble search through 1,000 pieces of gear and find a good result, whereas the game is bam, instant? And he thinks that like limiting down to specific ranges would slow the engine down so much it would basically make the in-game optimizer like fribbles, and that's kind of why there is the range. Maybe there's a happy medium, maybe more than just a 4-point slide selector would be better, but I still think it could be greatly improved by being able to lock gear so that once we put, once I build my Luna with the fastest gear and then I go to build my Rand, it doesn't just keep trying to steal gear from Luna. I'd have a way to lock that out. But that was actually pretty astute.
Yeah, that would be good. There's definitely there's got to be something they could do to improve it. You're correct. Like it's probably done the way it is because it's super efficient, right? Like it doesn't take that long to execute.
Now, Penguin Slider, his reasoning for not having a Penguin Slider, which I think is kind of weak, is that selling penguins, it is a set number. Penguins sell for X amount of gold, so when you run the slider up, you get X amount of gold, whereas summoning for penguins, there's RNG to it. So when you do a slider, but I felt that was weak because you can buy 10 penguins at a time. You can buy 1 penguin at a time. Why can't you run a slider and do 50 penguins at a time? That felt like a weak one to me. But
you just say generate 200 penguins.
Yeah, so I mean, but I did respect that he was thinking outside of the box and not just thinking why don't they do this, but really thinking why can't they do this. So it was kind of, I appreciated him giving me that perspective. But I still think a penguin slider, or at very least adding a fucking 0 to the number of stigma that you can spend. I've got 500,000 stigma still to spend. Please let me spend more than 1,000 at a time. Or do it like you saw it on stream. I saw you doing it. You started spam clicking the buy 1 penguin and how fast that was going.
Yeah. The chat was telling me, they're like, chat was like, you should spam the 1 penguin.
Yep.
And I was like, wait, it's actually faster than the 10 penguin.
It looks it, but it's close. You can do about 8 penguins in the time you can do a 10 summon. It is literally, the 10 summon is only 2 penguins faster.
Still better to do the 1x in my opinion, just because the 10 one causes the big like flash bulb on the screen, and you're just like, I'm blinded.
Yeah, there's so many ways that can be improved, and that's something that everybody asks for. Nobody asked for this.
Asuka, weren't you the one that had every character in the game 6-starred back in the day? Like, you were like the first person, at least on Twitch, is that you? There's someone who had every character 6-starred. I still do? Yeah, it was you. I remember that. That was years ago. That's crazy. And obviously you still do now. It's easy to keep up now, but you had everything 6-starred back when I had like 56 stars and you had like 200.
Yeah, Lucen's the same way. Like Lucen is kind of like very casual, like in terms of like the RTA side of things. Like he's more of a PvE Guild War kind of guy, but like he has all the characters. Yeah, he has all the characters 6-star, level 60. They're all, and the thing is, every character is also friendship 10. Literally all of them. It's like, whoa, okay.
They are gamers.
Oh yeah. No, dude, like, you're 100% right, because I'm sitting here thinking about, like, man, when I play ZZZ, they got that endless tower. I'm like nowhere in it. He's on floor 1000. Yep. It's an endless tower. I'm like, yo, 1,000? Bro, you know that the achievements stop after floor 20, right? Like.
Wait, in what game?
Zenless Zone Zero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now Lucen's
so
good.
We
dude.
have I just want to make sure I got this straight because I forget things. I get hit in the head a lot. February we got Tori. That's our big thing for February, right?
Big.
And then
Not really.
March we have Guild War. Oh, no. March we have Guild War and Brawl mode being added as seasonal content, right? That's a lot for March. March is pretty stacked if we get Brawl mode and a Guild War change up.
What do you
And
think
then-
Brawl mode's gonna be? Rewards? Like, do we get a weekly
They said
reward or
seasonal
something?
repeatable content, so I got to you know what I think it is? I think it's charms. I think it's a shop I think it's a way to farm charms and gold.
That'd be good.
So that people can
Bright
get
side
away from
charms.
doing. We brought up to him. For almost a year now, I've been telling Epic 7 it is terrible that the best way to get gold and charms in this game is by doing a 2018 story that some people can accidentally lock and then they never get to do it again. They are aware that charms especially are the biggest roadblock. They've been adding things to the game nonstop to try to address charms, and it still has barely scratched the surface. And
Their
I
charm
think this
packs
is what
suck.
they're doing. Well, their charm packs
Charm
stuff, but
packs are awful.
I mean, the entire
So that's
arena
like they're
shop
trying to
rework was
balance
about
it.
getting us more charms. They've done a lot of things to get us more charms, but it's still not enough. And I suspect this is going to be a solution to Eulogy for a Saint. I think this is going to be a way for you to farm charms. It's going to have a shop that's going to be loaded with charms and other stuff too.
I feel like that's why charms are so bad, though, is because they're trying to balance it with the packs as to what is value. They need to restructure the value of the packs or something. I think that would fix it.
Yes, Uncannies. If you complete Unrecorded History and you collect the last reward, it locks it out and you can never go back in. You can only look at the story. You can never do the fights. I have a friend who did it. He wrote Smilegate a letter saying, is there any way you can like reopen this? I didn't know that just grabbing. I thought, oh, I can grab my last Basque imprint. And they said, get fucked. Have fun in Unrecorded History. So yeah,
That's a harsh
never,
email,
ever,
man.
ever collect that last reward if you want to ever keep doing Unrecorded.
You mean eulogy? You Google it for us, man.
Eulogy. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I suspect it is. I think it's going to be repeatable PvE content that's going to give us a way to farm the one thing we can't really farm. We can get gear from Rift. We can get gold from Unrecorded. We can get AP from Unrecorded. We can get reforged mats from hunts. We can get reforged mats from expos. But charms, there really is no dedicated way to farm charms. It's just passively get them from pet skills or drops in game. There's really no charm farm. And I think... I mean, other than do arena, get conquest points, and buy them, I really think that might be it.
Do you guys remember this? So back in the day, there was a stage to farm charms. It existed. The player base said it sucked, and they wanted something different.
It was called Hall of Trials.
The original Hall of Trials would have you fight characters like Xeno and Corvus, and every time you beat it, it gave you like a purple charm that was either for left side or right side gear.
It was slow. It was slow, but it was a legitimate way to just basically exchange stamina for charms.
Yeah, you would just auto it. Like you could literally auto it. It would take like 5 minutes to clear the stage, but every time you got a charm. Yeah. And I remember my one guildmate, Welchie was like, "Yo, you got to be farming this, man. You need to stockpile them charms. Like, how else you gonna level gear? How else you gonna see more gear?" And I was like, nah, bro, that mode sucks. Why would anyone ever want this mode? Right? And then they replaced it because players said it was not good.
The weird thing with E7 is my whole time playing it, there's only been a couple times I've been out of charms.
Too far back.
No, I'm always out, bro. Like if I get gold and charms, it's instantly gone. I'm like always rolling.
It was back when I used to like push arena, super grind arena and all that. I remember a couple times there were a few pieces of gear I wanted to finish because like, oh, this could be 20 speed. But then after a certain point, I always had the charms for whatever I was going to do.
I never have issues with charms, but I farm Unrecorded History pretty religiously.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my tinfoil hat theory, is that it's going to be a way for us to access more charm. And sure, there'll be more rewards in there. I'm sure there'll be some Molagora. Do you guys notice they're giving us a Molagora every single freaking day?
Wait, they are? I haven't logged in a week.
Yeah. Yeah, doing the missions.
That's an E7 content creator.
Good one,
Hasn't logged
D&D.
in
You
in a
got me
week.
there. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that ended
they really
today.
are stepping up the things we've been complaining about being a limiting factor. They've really been stepping it up. So I do think that's going to be that. It's at least going to have a pretty fat shop.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for, at least. I'm just excited that we have playable, repeatable content that's, to do when you're out of stamina. That's not just RTA. I mean, we used to have Arena, but they kind of took that away from us. I don't know. Has the Arena changes made Arena like doable again? Any of you out there Arena heads?
No, I hate Arena. Like I already didn't
No,
like
it's
Arena,
still,
but I
it's
would
still awful. Okay.
Yeah, like I hated the old system, but I would still at least play it from time to time. This current system, no, I won't even touch it.
The very first season of the change was touching greatness. All they had to do was at the end of each week reset you to the top of the ranks. I think it would have been perfection. It's all they had to do. If you're a legend, I don't care what your score is, you now have 7,000 points. If you're Legend 1.
Read
all
what
they need
Anyo
to
just
do.
wrote.
Wait, this is the perfect time to plug my Arena survey. Punch it in, man. Punch it in.
Yeah.
I haven't
Post
done
it,
Arena
post it.
in 5 years.
We will
We'll go
send
ahead
the survey over to
do
Big
it right
A.
now, man.
Yeah, we'll send the survey over to Big A, the one guy on the inside.
Yeah. So yeah,
By the way,
anything
was
that's
in the
going to
chat
be
earlier.
anything that will be repeatable, compelling content, I am about it. Okay, what do we got here? Epic 7 Arena System Survey. Okay, what do you consider yourself? Let me send this to YouTube too, so that they can follow along.
Wait, how are you both casual and hardcore?
That's me. I'm hardcore PvE, casual arena grinder.
Am I both?
Right.
Does this mean I'm both? Because like
I think we're all both.
it's like
Cars
I would count
both. Cars both.
We're casual
I
29
was gonna
days
say,
a month.
I pretend to be hardcore, but I log into the game once a week.
yeah, my
That once a week I log in, I'm hardcore. Okay, how long have you been playing Epic 7 since the beginning?
It was launched. Rate
the current point system.
One.
Is there something lower than 1?
No, terrible.
It is awful.
How do you feel about the
awful.
current? How do you feel about the current arena point system? Things like how easy it is to get points, maintaining wanted rank.
How
above
do I
champ.
feel about the current arena point system? It's bad, and you should
Feel bad?
for making
Yeah, that-
it. Constructive though. Constructive.
Yeah, actually, like put something real in there. Like put a real answer. They'll translate that from
reset.
English to KR. They'd be like, all right, what is this guy
score
doing?
to top of each rank
4 hours
at
left display.
end of every week. Easy fix. People play again. It solves
Right there.
bloat. It lets people climb for sky stones. It really is the simplest fix.
Rate the feeling of playing arena like 3 because of Harsetti.
Rate the yeah. I don't know. I
2. It's not awful. I don't like doing it, but it's not like it feels meaningless, and like every defense being I get it. There's always gonna be a meta. There's always gonna be one defense you don't like play against, but like, bro, like every defense is Harsetti.
I mean, I feel better about playing Arena now that they added the quick battle for NPCs, because it means I can just quick battle the NPCs and not have to engage with Arena. But I guess that's not really playing Arena.
That's right.
But
I
yeah,
forgot about that feature
How do
being
you
added. I gotta
feel
start
about
using it.
playing Arena?
Quick battle's fine. Everything else, no. Oh, it's a cat. I like how
Sure, it used to be compelling and
treats his cat
content.
the same way I
and
used
now
to
it's
treat mine. I'd
stale
be
and
like, "Yo, what's going on, man?" Like, give him the fist bump.
Rate the battle pass and the weekly rewards 10.
Me and my cat battle daily.
Change the weekly rewards. Changing the weekly rewards was amazing. because what this did is it made the gear no longer cost conquest points,
Yeah.
giving you more conquest points to buy the old gear or just charms. This is a step that nobody noticed that was specifically to address the drought of charms.
And the gear has all been banger since they made this change.
I actually feel like the arena battle pass or weekly rewards are good.
And the battle pass, for the money you spend on it, I think you get your money's worth. I think
easily.
the only reason people bitch about the battle pass being paid is because it's Epic 7's first paid battle pass. Its pricing is in line with other games. People are like, oh, other games are only like $10. Other games' battle passes are every month. This one is every 3 months. Ergo, it's less than $10 a month. If you really think about it,
And
you could
for
say the
6
other
extra
battle pass
pieces.
are more loaded, but I think based on what you can do in this game, it's pretty comparable. I think if the battle pass was in the pack section, it would be one of the most high valued packs there are.
So your gear roll's like, if your gear roll's bad, that's a skill issue.
Yeah, I don't buy the battle pass, and if you don't like it, you can not buy it either. Vote with your feet, but I think it's fine. I really do. I think people don't like it just because they don't like battle passes suddenly costing money where they were Skystones before, but it's a natural progression for the game, and I'm totally fine with it. How do you feel about the Arena Battle Pass and weekly rewards? Currently 50 Skystones per 50 matches. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Great system.
Great system.
Oh.
It is sus. Yeah, I agree.
What would you like to add that would improve Arena?
X and Y
man.
unit can't be used together? That sounds amazing.
Oh man, dude, monthly bans like would be so good. Yo, weekly bans. If
I mean,
they did
I'm
a
just
system
gonna-
where, if they did a system where the like each week, right, upon reset, like the Monday morning reset, they're like the 4 most commonly used units on like defense are like eliminated.
How
from
do you
the
do
pool.
that though? I mean, like with like people who wake up in the morning, what happens to their defense? I mean, or do they just not get listed? Doesn't that let
They
people?
wouldn't
get
get
out?
listed. You
yeah,
don't
you
get
just don't
listed until you
But
claim
then
Skystones,
so
do you?
you
Yeah, you don't get listed anyway until you claim Skystones.
yeah.
I guess you can't really pre-plan at the camp, right? You just luck sack into your defenses not listed, and you're immortal
Yeah.
for a week. I don't know. There's some dodginess to that, but
Yeah, but if they reset every week, if you're not actively climbing, who cares if you don't like if you just stay invisible? You're not climbing.
I
Remember,
might
they-
play Arena if they did that.
I would play Arena if every week they were just like, oh yeah, Harsetti and whatnot was like used a ton, right?
sure.
They do it where it's like, let's say the most used unit is banned for 2 weeks, and then the next 3 are banned for 1 week. So that
Sure.
way it doesn't become
I'll-
a system where it's like, oh, you know, now that a week has passed, Harsetti's back, and they just go back to the same 4 units. You want to stagger it.
Yeah,
So, no,
I'll
I
go
think
ahead
that'd
and
be
throw my
sensible.
weight behind that too. Weekly pre-bans. Sure. I mean, anything that's different, right? That's one of the biggest issues we have with Epic 7 is we are stagnating. RTA we're in the 3rd season of RTA being exactly the same as the past. It's a full year. And in a live service game, stagnation is death, right?
Yeah, I
It
don't
nee-
play
it needs-
RTA almost ever because
Yeah.
it's the same match
It's
I
the
played
same
a
thing.
year
It's the-
ago.
yeah. So, I mean,
Well,
we need
even-
diversity, and that would help.
Yeah, and then like pre-ban protection, right? Like third ban ban protection just lets people do, you know, like Valky has that really amazing video about the current like RTA format. It's like, oh, dude, just here's like a first, second, and third pick draft. Like you pick these 3, or you pick these 3, or you pick these 3, or you pick and that's it. And that's all people do. They just pick the same top 3. And then it goes to what Deity was saying. It's like, all right, I need like a cleanser on pick 4. Just pick a cleanser. It doesn't matter. Like from the whole roster. You're really only ever picking 3 characters and then 2, you know, kind of counter picks or like utility characters in the 4-5 slot. So every game is just like I'm fighting the same 3 characters plus 1 rando.
Yep, that's
And
exactly it.
it doesn't feel good, dude. It doesn't feel good to be like, oh, I'm just It's another game against, Janua A Tywin, Spally. Oh, it's another BBK game. It's another Death Dealer Ray.
Death Dealer Ray. Here he
Yeah.
is.
Afternoon Soak Flan game, is not banned. Guess I'm playing against that plus insert other opener.
It's fun when a new character comes out at first, especially when they're overpowered. For me, trying to learn how to fight them, but like Afternoon Soak Flan, trying to learn how to fight that thing consistently. I lost my mind.
Yeah, there's
Wulf, I think that's a good idea, Wulf, but you're talking about a difficult UI change, so I don't think we should ask for things that are obviously going to take months of development time to make happen. He said, what if he picked 5 units for defense and you could pre-ban one of them before you fight it? That would be a major overhaul to the system.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a fun idea. I'm not shitting on it's a fun idea, but man, that would be like on an ask range. There's a lot of things I would rather they change before they would jump that. How well do we rate this survey? Shit survey. It's not in dark mode.
You have to rate the survey at the end.
I've never been asked to rate a survey. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you know what?
This is your doing, right? Give it an 8.
I'm giving you an 8 because you're actually doing the thing that us content creators said we would do, and you're out here actually like showing us something doing it. I'd give it a 10, but you're embarrassing us, so it's just an 8. Anything that should be added to this survey?
Boobs.
Red Hood. All right, me and Deity basically had the same answer when you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Close
2 leaves.
2 leaves.
2 leaves. For real, Smilegate. Start giving us damn surveys again with Leafs. All right. Did you know that we got a survey? You aware?
Nope. Was it on Stove? Because if it's on Stove, I didn't check.
Hang on. I'm gonna fuck up your cameras a second while I go get it.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say. Hey, is that a Doro emote? Yes, it was. There was a survey, but it was only for the KR side.
There you go. It was posted, and it actually said, "I'm not Moray. Use your own translator."
So so there's a survey, but it's in Korean, so you have to translate it in order to get your leaves.
Yep, it's I will give a link to everybody, and you guys can follow along here. But yeah, things are perfectly fine without a North America CM team.
I was gonna say, there's only so much Big A can do.
The game is perfectly fine.
No.
Translator. And we're going to go from Korean to English. Okay, this says...
Let's go.
Players... Okay, from top to bottom. Players, tell us what you think about the update. This is being conducted to survey satisfaction regarding the Epic 7 update. This survey is duplicated with separate... surveys conducted in Discord multiple times. I'm just scrolling down to the actual fucking questions. Okay, let's get past this. Question number 1 is
the power
I have
of
checked Smilegate's information policies and agree to the collection of personal information. So checking this box just says, you're fine with them collecting this information on the survey and using it, right? Number 2 here says, are you 14 years of age or older? And the answer is, I am 14 years old or older.
Bro.
Question number 3. I love not having a community manager team. Please select the server you're playing on. The top is Korea. Number 2 is Asia. Number 3 is global. Number 4 is Europe. Number 5 is Japan. So that middle one is global if you're on global. Again, it is Korea, Asia, global, Europe, Japan.
All
Question number 4. Please
Your
enter
username?
your in-game name correctly.
Yup. Damn, it's almost like Tristen is the new CM.
Number 5.
He's giving out the survey and the leaves in gold.
Number 5 is, did you check out the update for this week? Yes or no? Yeah,
No.
we talked about it on stream.
Is number 6, how do you rate this survey? Please tell me
No.
does it.
It's even better. How satisfied are you with the content in this week's update? Stars. How satisfied are you with the content in this week's update?
Oh no, chat. That's like giving you the keys to the kingdom.
Was there content in this week's update? We get we're not fighting sandbags anymore, and we get some Hall of Trials changes.
All right,
And that's all.
I'm gonna give it a score that has been posted in the chat, maybe.
What
Plus
was
a
your
star?
I'm giving it 1 star. We got
Right,
we got Hall of Trials content nobody asked for. We got a really nice update to be able to not fight sandbags. That's great, and that's all.
All right, I'm gonna give it 2 stars just because of this girl.
They didn't say Happy fucking Lunar New Year to us.
That's the thing. It's crazy. Other games, their director will literally be like, "Hey, have a happy Lunar Year.
Yes,
Hey, Merry Christmas."
I don't ask for much. You know what? You expect a phone call from the family on your birthday. You expect the game that you play to say Happy Lunar fucking New Year. Okay, what's number 7 say? Oops, I closed my translator. Number 7 says, my screen is too bright for my phone to focus. Here we go. Please leave your opinions about Epic 7. You don't really want me to do this. Okay, please leave your opinions about Epic 7. Hire more CM
stats. You mean you don't know? They don't know what a CM is, Tristen.
They're not going to hire. What's the point of hiring new ones if they just got rid of the old ones?
Because they can probably hire 3 people in the homeland for the price it would cost to hire 1 person abroad, especially in as expensive a country as the U.S. I mean, they've also got people they could move over to it. So, I mean, I don't doubt that they're going to add more CMs. They're not just going to like throw says to the wolves and have them handle everything. But you know, it needs to be sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
hire more CMs.
I didn't think about that.
No, he's 100% right. Like, you know, he said it out loud, and I started to think about it. Like, yeah, the Korean won is kind of like not good at the moment if you've been following Korean politics, right? So it costs a lot more to do anything in the U.S. than Korea right now. That question that was asked in chat is hilarious.
What? Wait.
The I have a question. Is Wolf Payer's chest clean?
It's about to be.
Look, she's hot, okay? Everyone knows she's hot. If you don't know she's hot, now you know.
Sue, could you move a little bit over to the right there, please? Left. Yeah, left. Other way. There you go, guys. Nice and clean. All right, guys. Fill out the survey. Because, man, it sure would be nice if this was... if you guys want to see these surveys, they're posted in the high command in the official Discord. I do think they put them there about every 2 weeks, but we don't really have community managers, so they don't get populated or published anywhere else. And the more ways we have to let Smilegate know how we're feeling, the better. And right now, it's these surveys and posting on Stove, and that's pretty much all we got. So if you don't like the way things are, tell them. Tell them what you think. Don't be an asshole. Be constructive. Tell them the ways you think the game could be better, the problems with the game, and how you would fix them. Be constructive. If you're complaining about the problem and you're not offering a solution, you're whining. Don't whine. Tell them how to fix the damn game.
be the change you want to see.
All right. They should know Harsetti was a mistake without us telling it. I think they do. I think the fact that Child Senya exists so soon after Harsetti was released shows they know that they kind of, stepped in it with that unit. I've never seen a counter to a unit come out so quickly in my entire life. And in true Smilegate fashion, the unit that counters the unit is even better with the unit, but at least they gave you some tools for dealing with it, right?
One of these days, man. One of these days.
All my survey says is Pat loves feet. That's a weird glitch, man, but I get that all the time too, man. Are we forgetting the Hua Young era? They knew they fucked up with Hua Young too. If you go back and look at when Hua Young was released, look at every single unit that came out after it. They were all designed to stop Hua Young. Hua Young was released because they knew they fucked up with a Ravi, but they really overtuned Hua Young so much that they spent an entire year releasing units that just died horribly to Hua Young until they eventually gave up, and for the first time ever they said, we can't fix this, and they nerfed it. With Harsetti, she is not fun to play against, but she's not like an instant win. You picked Hua Young, you just got to win. The only way you beat Hua Young is you went faster or your opponent was an idiot. That's the only ways you beat Hua Young. And going faster or relying on the intelligence of your opponent to win fights, that's not okay. With Harsetti, you can deal with it, right? It's not fun, it's not compelling, it's not going to be over quick, but you can deal with her. So they're not going to nerf that unit. They're going to keep releasing things that let us deal with her more and more easily as time goes on. They usually are successful. As much as we bitch about their no nerf policy, and I, like most people, think it's a backward, stupid policy, they at least are able to, sleep in the bed that they've made with coming out with ways to solve problems. It's just a slower, jankier, more unpleasant way, whereas nerfs would allow us to move the game forward at a much faster rate. But hey, you know what? I can wish it wasn't 20 degrees outside right now. It's not going to change a thing. It's just the way way it is where I live. This is the way it is where we play. They're never going to embrace nerfs in this game. It's just not going to happen.
Yep. I can dream, right? I can go to bed tonight and dream. Like,
why didn't Para launch with a once in a lifetime pack?
Because then it would be a 6th in a lifetime or whatever.
Yeah,
that's it. Once in a lifetime.
Making everybody mad.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. It's once in a lifetime, and then Harsetti had once in a lifetime packs, and then, what didn't like Heli and Lua also have
thrice
packs?
In a lifetime, a cat in a lifetime.
Yeah,
dude, it would have been sex in a lifetime pack for Para.
That's
Seventh and a 7th time, yeah. You heard what you wanted to hear, Joke. If they want to nerf Harsetti, then I want my $1,000. Yeah, let me know how that works out for you, man. But yeah. Gacha games nerf all the time, guys. People say they can't nerf because of bait and switch laws. Haven't played a lot of gacha games.
Yeah, they can definitely nerf, and the thing is, like, I could go on a whole rant if you want me to. I'm not gonna, but saying that you don't want nerfs in your game is the most backwards thing I've ever heard, because if you don't let them nerf your characters, they will just power creep your characters out of existence. Either way, your character is not going to be playable.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, guys, we've kind of reached the end of our content here. I think we squeezed as much blood from this turnip as we could. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about real quick, or anything you want to promote? Plug your channels.
I'll give the floor to you, Deity.
Lord of me. I was cleaning my mic. Everyone's like, is he not paying attention to anything? I'm listening to you guys. I should have turned my face cam off, but I wanted to hair on my mic. What am I plugging?
Should I just use it all?
Oh, for crying out loud. Are you a new player? Are you struggling with this game? Do you not know how to build your units? Are you having trouble getting through content? Do you not know what to do next? Are you like, you finished Molagoring your 5th Sigrid because you heard she's the best unit in the game, and now you're wanting to know what to do next and how to fix the mess you've made of your account, you guys really need to be following Deity. He's got new player guides. He is a bastion of information for this community. If you're just starting out, if you're relatively new, if you need some help, make sure you follow this guy. Give him a sub too. You know, get him to buy some more furniture. Guy didn't have a damn picture on his wall. Sub to this guy so he can buy some anime posters. Help him out. And if you're a little bit later in the game, if you are a little bit more advanced and you want to learn about the technical side, you want to hear the math, you want to hear the lore, the nerd culture, you want to find out how these units tick under the hood, how they'll work together, how you can take it to the next level. After Deity is done with you, go over and follow I'm Sue. I'm _ Sue spelled with a T because weirdo. There you go. Follow this guy. Drop him a sub. He needs your subs because how else is he going to buy all of these anime posters of feet that this guy
Happy
really needs in his
birthday,
house?
Uncle
Make sure you follow I'm
Deity.
Sue as well. These two guys are two of the hardest working influencers in Epic 7, and if you aren't following them, I don't even know what you're doing with your life.
Hard working. You just lied, but okay.
Hey, I don't know about you. I do hard work. Okay.
Sorry,
But yeah.
Yeah. If you really want to know how you're going to beat this content without Commander Lorena, I'm Sue's got you covered.
Yeah. What if I don't have Lorena? Yeah, I mean, I hate that comment so much. Like people comment, I'm just like, how do I give them the literal like free to play like all 3-star team, and they're like, but bro, like what if I don't have it? And I'm like, what do you mean you don't have it? They're all connection heroes.
Deity, I think the peak content was Sue did a video talking about like the state of the game, and one of the like first comments on the video was, "But what if I don't have Lorena?"
Like I was like, that's it.
It's gonna be a permanent meme.
Yeah,
it is.
already had. It's starting to gain traction. Also, I guess we're plugging things. Tomorrow is Friday, which is when I do my weekly Fix It Friday stream. So if you're struggling to build your characters, maybe the Lone Wolf Para you just pulled, right?
Mm-hmm.
You come on down to Fix It Friday. It'll probably be tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, right? I do like 3 or 4 hours. You just send me a screenshot of your character. I'll tell you what's bad, what's good about it. We can kind of talk through the thought process, help you get the character in tip-top shape, basically figure out how to get it to work for you. We do it every single week.
Or swing by for Flex It Friday, where you can show off your insane builds. You know what,
That's
Sue?
true.
Fix
Also,
It
you can
Friday
do-
is going to be fire tomorrow if there's a balance patch, because everybody's going to know how to build everyone's going to know how to build their FCCs and their Op Sigs with their new kits and stuff. You're going to be eating well tomorrow.
Yeah, so like I said, if you want to see that, I usually post under my live streams tab on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/@IM_TSU, right? I usually put up some kind of page, and it'll count down for when we start Fix It Friday. So if you want to know when it is, it'll show up like anywhere from 3 to 6 hours before I go live. You can find it there, or again, you can just find me on Twitch.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at Para.
Yeah,
What do you have to plug, Tristan?
He doesn't have to. They're already here. He's got them all, bro. He's got them locked in.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, it's actually crazy because, like, I literally called bystander Hua Young the goth girlfriend of my dreams, and I was like, oh my god, she's so good looking. And then Para came out, I was like, who is Hua Young? I can't believe how hot this character is. They crushed it with this character.
She hits every point on the curve for me.
Now, if only she had red hair, is what he's thinking.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to look at her. I would.
He'd have a shrine in his house. me and ATK talked about it, by the way. So the first official Epic 7 figure that's mass produced is Numa and Luna, and the second one is Festivita. And we were all like Festivita, like Cass maybe. We're all talking now, like me and ATK, like, wait, what if it's Lone Wolf Para? Like, can we get that? Show me the Lone Wolf Para. Smilegate, you want to make bank, bro? Lone Wolf Para. Make it a figure.
Can't someone at home with 3D printer make figurines for Epic 7, or is that against the law?
They can.
No, they actually have a site where you can do fan made art and
well,
sell.
can you
By the way,
sell them?
that's really important.
That
We should point that
marketplace.
out. Yeah, the
We could make a
E7
fortune.
marketplace, by the way, only possible because of the EN community managers. Just FYI. You're wondering
Wait.
what do they do for you? Yeah, that's it.
I'm about to buy a 3D printer. Side hustle time.
Yeah. Yeah, the Epic 7 marketplace.
Where-
not that
where
one.
is it?
We don't
Where
we
is
don't
it?
click that. We don't click that first one. Don't ignore that one. There's definitely an
Epic NPC,
E7.
that's where I bought my account.
Where is it? Nice, deity. Nice.
This man is out here breaking terms of
I
service.
don't even know where the link for it is. Anywho.
I'll find it for you real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, hopefully we get some bounce patch news tomorrow. Hopefully we get something exciting to roll into the weekend with, but yeah. Good job stretching a 43-second update video into an hour and 15 minutes, guys. I really appreciate you being here and being a part of this. While you're looking for that link, I'm going to see if anybody else is on that we can raid into.
All right, I found the post announcing that it was coming out, but where the hell is the actual post? Oh my god. It's apparently called the Fan-Made Merchandise Market Guide, or Marketplace, or whatever. I cannot find it.
You think people would actually buy them? I feel like as a content creator,
Oh,
most
I
content
found
creators
it.
sell shirts
Yo,
and like merch and stuff.
flashbanged.
Like
Aggressive.
what if Tristen
No, that's
started
the
selling
form.
figures?
This is like the form to add your things to it, but there's no link to it.
Oh, okay, I found it. Apparently it's filled with crypto.
Oh no.
It's not moderated. Sad.
Oh.
Big sad.
Wait, is there ML Luna coin?
ML Luna coin?
Yeah, somebody get on that.
Dollar sign New Moon Luna
Fire
coin?
Angara Dogecoin?
Snoo Moon Luna coin with the dollar sign? Okay. Sputnik's asking for me to tier list something before we wrap it up. I don't know. Give me something that I can literally tier list in like 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Like, don't make it long. Not feet. We're not tier listing feet. That's, like I said, something short. God. Just look at Tristen. Tristen has literally made this my brand. I didn't even want this.
Wait, Sue,
Yeah.
real quick. Fene, doesn't she moan? I haven't heard her in game yet. Doesn't she like moan and go
Yes.
crazy or something?
Yes.
Why,
Oh, yeah.
Why has no content creator did like an hour-long loop and uploaded like ASMR?
Oh no.
That's like
Don't
a
do-
million view video. You're gonna make like $5,000.
I can tell you how many views that video is because Divine did that on my stream the other day. That VOD still exists.
Well, go upload it. I guarantee.
It's already
it.
uploaded. It's already uploaded.
Well, on
It's-
YouTube, you gotta.
It is already on YouTube. I can tell you.
Could we
It's 795 views. There you
could
go.
we
Not
could
that
we
many.
weave in Tamarin's dual attack voice line into it?
Just get all the gooner sounds from E7.
Yeah. Do you want to see it?
You've heard Tamarin's dual attack assist voice line?
Oh, I definitely have at some point.
I'm coming.
Oh my gosh, wait. You can make such a good little.
Yeah. It's
That
actually
might be
funny
my
because like
project tonight.
Fene's VA is like the voice acting is so good, and yet it's like so like I can't play this with the speakers on. And then I actually, because I do this for every new character that comes out, I go to look up who the VA is so I could do like a little side trivia, you know, for my videos. Some people hate it, you know, whatever. I was like looking up this person that that voices
Oh
Fene,
my
and
God.
I had never heard of her. And then I'm reading this interview, and it was just like, you know, oh, I used to just make funny voices with my, like, when hanging out with my friends, and my one friend was like, hey, you should just be a voice actress, and then she just winged it, and then okay, she's Fene now. Like it's like the most wholesome thing ever. It was like, oh, she's kind of good at this.
We could weave in Wandering Prince Sid crying for his mommy. Oh, deity, I might have to make this happen.
What, the video? What? Make what happen?
just weaving all these voice lines together.
Oh, that's the kind of video, if you do it right, it'd go nuclear. The other games. A million
All right,
views on
guys.
YouTube's a lot of money.
I'm gonna wrap things up. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye, Para, hanging out behind
Bye,
Sue.
everybody.
I'm gonna miss
Yeah,
you
with
the
her
most
smug,
of
with
all.
her smug, with her smug face. That's the best facial expression. Don't at me.
Okay, I'm going to send you guys over to Scorpion Leo. He's a guild mate of mine. Stick around just long enough to say hi. He's playing some Riven games, chatting. Make him feel good. Follow his channel. He's a super guy. And
okay. He's also, if you want to learn, if you play fighting games and is like a tangent, this dude is an actual like legitimate pro at Tekken. Like if you want to like learn Tekken, he is like actually a god at that game.
Yeah,
like he's pro
questions.
level.
I will see you all tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, it'll be later because I'm going to sleep in a little bit. I got some work to finish off, but you guys have a good rest of your night, and just remember to be good, or at least be good at it. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, later, chat.